They still haven't pushed through yet, man. They have certainly been taking their sweet-ass time. That's okay. And just like that, we're finally starting off. Let me just make sure everything is set. It is not. I hit the save button, but it's still saved on Daisy instead of Armor 3, so let's get that switched over. Maybe it'll do it in time. Nope, it says Daisy, but that's fine. Transferred over to Armor 3. We're fine. And then after this, we'll be getting right into Darktide, and hopefully stream settings will be properly calibrated. If they're not, oh well, you know? What can you do at that point? Quarterback loaded with Vietnam, that's cute. 1 second. I just realized I need to switch out a plugin for my computer. Users, my profile, app data, roaming, TS3 client plugins. 7-zip, extract here. Awesome. And that is so I will be able to properly hear people in-game. Yep, there's the pop-up saying, hey, your plugin is slightly out of date, which is on purpose. And then I check my add-on settings, and it's good. Okay, awesome. All right, so we have a good old-fashioned Green 4 versus Op 4 operation. Let me go ahead and put up the prediction for the fight. Who will win round 1 of FNF? Question mark. It's going to be Op 4 and Green 4 attacking. Set that to 15 minutes, and let's get that going. What side is Pierce on? A lovely question to ask. I'm doing all right, Willow. I just used all the money I made on the DayZ stream where I was losing my shit to buy my father a nice Christmas gift. He has Grandpa's Type 56 he got from Nam, and he's been itching to shoot it for a while because we ran out of ammo for it for a year ago, so I just bulk bought a shit ton of good ammo. Not Russian ammo. Russian ammo you usually want to stay away from, admittedly. No, this is some good ammo. But regardless, how are you all doing? Wee Woo here. Before I say anything else, let's quickly look on what side Pierce is on. He is on Op 4. So there you go. Ooh, it's a nice rainy day, too. Interesting. Otherwise, let's go ahead and look at our mission breakdown here. Mission made by Depso. Background: after a careful investigation put in by the Republic of Livonia and assisted by various UN Council members, there is enough proof to conclude that most of Chernogorsk, Belgrad's capital, has been abandoned and replaced with the military. It seems the crimes against civilian population have been committed after the civilian protested against the dictator of Belgrade. Now the Livonian army has been given the green light to begin Operation Derelictus in order to uncover the atrocious crimes committed by their eastern neighbor. Area of operations: there is a big addition to Chernogorsk around Sector 1. It includes a larger than usual amount of apartment complexes, but also different houses and etc. Mission rules: combat engineers are only permitted to build inside of the sectors. That's always what they're allowed. Maybe, the sectors of ad control instead of the entire spawn area. That's what they mean. Game is ad sector, 3 rounds. If the attacking faction has more people in the sector than the defending faction, a 90-second timer will start. When that 90-second timer ends, sector will be captured. Sector cannot be recaptured. If at any point the attackers lose their number advantage inside that sector, the timer stops and then is reset once the attackers have that number advantage in the sector once again. Max view distance is only 400 meters. It's a foggy fight. No magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Defender build points is 125. That is the default setting. Medium anti-tank settings. Both sides have 2 shots of AT per player per unit. No Blue 4 information. Op 4 uniforms are the 2010 Middle Eastern Coalition Army camouflage. Yeah, no, that could work. Just as a bit of a placeholder, I would say. But it's white camo, which is pretty nice. Loadout's going to be AK-103s or AKS-74 UNs, MP-443 Grouches as the secondary. Light machine gunners get the RPK, medium machine gunners get the PKP. Light anti-tanks probably going to be an RPG with a single shot. Crew and aviation get the PP-2000 or an AKS, which I don't think matters for Op 4 because they only have 5 Dishka statics. Green 4, on the other hand, are going to be rocking the 2010, excuse me, Philippine Naval Special Operations Command Tiger Stripe Camouflage. Interesting choices here. To do a quick breakdown of all this, what all these symbols mean. Platoon leader, platoon sergeant, command elements, basically squad leaders, team leaders, auto riflemen who have the light machine gunners, auto rifleman assistants who have additional ammo for them, grenadiers, and then you have grenadiers IR. GRIR have the hunt IR rounds, 40mm camera grenades they fire into the air. Gives them a nice bird's eye view when they use a tablet to see from a top-down perspective. Really nice for getting your bearings in the area. Machine gunners, which get the medium machine guns, and the machine gunner assistants for the ammo. Combat engineers, which have the choice of the following 4 weapons. 4 tripwire mines, 2 being tripwire HE, 2 being tripwire flare. The rain also just stopped. 3 anti-tank mines, 4 explosive charges, or 2 explosive satchels. Satchels you can, and charges you can throw. Satchels you can't really throw at all, though. It, just lobs it a meter away from you, but has a really big explosion. But I always love to see those satchel plays. And then you have your medium anti-tank, 1 an assist, 2 an assistant don't exist anymore because they moved this to its own group under Echo, I believe. Recon Infantry Scout, and Sniper doesn't matter anymore because they were part of a group called X-Ray. That's now defunct. Designated Marksmen are in every squad. I think are in every squad. I'll have to check the numbers again, but DM means Designated Marksmen. You have Crew Lead, Crewmen, Pilots, Medics, and the base kit. Otherwise, weaponry for the Green 4 guy is going to be HK-416s or M4A1s, 5.56 platform. Glock 17s as a secondary. Light machine gunners get the 249. Medium machine gunners get the 240 Golf. Light anti-tanks are going to be single-shot disposable M136. And then crew and aviation get a choice of an MP7 or M4A1. That does matter because they do have helicopter assets on standby today. Speaking of, other assets include 3 M2 Humvees, 4 Gaz T-Gears for transport, 4 M1151s, which are just Humvees, and then a UH-60 with its door gunners, and then a UH-60 without its door gunners. So a lot of air transport on the field today. Rain has started up again. Trying to hear them locally. It's going to be hard over the rain, though. Let's go ahead and do a breakdown of our roster. Cholt is going to be commanding for Op 4. Bates as his 2IC. Gates as the 3IC. Norris as the group's medic. Alpha being led by Kabuki Face with Wayne as the medic. Wise leading Alpha 1 with Lurch, Waldo, Holton, Vagrant, and Oddball. Duke leading Alpha 2 with Ellie, Towner, Damberg, Shervey, Mugsy, and Witty. Ash leading Bravo with Wheaton as the marksman. Marksman for Op 4 is going to be SVDs. Eric is going to be the medic. Kale leading Bravo 1 with Major Con, Casey, Piros, Revolk, and UMG. NASA leading Bravo 2 with PHK, Zixmi, Rigel, and Pogo. The raging Polish racist himself. Newton leading Charlie with Rodriguez, the marksman, no medic for the squad. Khalil leading Charlie 1 with Nicholas Hartzier, Renly, and Hayes. And then Echo being led by Pierce with Fonz as the medium anti-tank gunner. And Mackenzie, I'm assuming, is going to play an assistant role. Otherwise, commanding 4, Green 4 is going to be Shy, with Pingus as Alpha's squad lead, Jabi as the Alpha 2IC, Fresno taking the marksman role, Solak being the group's medic, Skipu taking Alpha 1 with Alberq, Buron, Rufi, MFL, Wick to Kors, and Petrovsky under him. Nemesis leading Bravo, so we got Scandi Recon on Green 4, with Katz as the marksman. Recon Mark 14s there with scopes, and Whiplash as the group's medic. Kazul leading Bravo with Gabian, Purton, Zentric, Yander, and Max. Yanni Finn leading Culls, Nimia, Naps, Azariah, Criminal, and Grav under him. Papega Pirates is also on Green 4. So Flux is leading, Michael's being the 2IC, King being the marksman, XD being the medic. How I can tell, by the way, is XD has a rifle there. Michael has a grenadier rifle indicating he's the 2IC, and Flux has the squad leader symbol, which means Kane, even though we can't see his gun, is the marksman because that's how the normal letter groups work now as a 4-man team. And then Charlie, what the letter and the number indicates the fire teams under him. So Cake here leading Charlie 1 with Xander, Bant, Mike, and Korvac under him. Pro Hunter under Charlie 2, or excuse me, leading Charlie 2 with Aim with the Balls, Green Shade, Camred, Crazy, Solomons, and Misfit under him. Curie leading Delta with Hadab, Timek, Depso, The Dying Bush, Olaf, Slushy, and Mutant under him. And Hotel, which is going to be 1 helicopter crew, has G-Leg, Seismo, and Reapers. I'd assume that's going to be the armed one because Hotel 2 only has Sam, and there's no reason to bring extra people on if it's going to be just a single pilot. Now, here's the bias here. You've got Pepega and Scandi on one side. You got Pierce on the other side, which I know a lot of you like to bet against. I mean, you do have OFCRA heavy hitters here on Op4 as well, but Scandi and Pepega combo, especially with Bayant in the line, is a very powerful group. So recently it's been pretty undefeated, so we'll see if that breaks later. I'm all right. Willow, I hope you're doing A-okay too. But you are right. Let's go ahead and look at the sector. Sector 3 is going to be this little train yard area. That does indeed look quite nice. You got a nice buildup of trains. This appears to be military supplies in this area as well. This area here is enterable. And it also includes this warehouse over here that has a lot of bodies. Huh, I wonder what those are for. Anyway, Sector 2 is where Op4 has mostly spawned at. You see a lot of people trying to make fortifications to get up here and fortify that Overwatch area. That's kind of funny. Even more bodies. Wow, I'm starting to sense a pattern. And then you have this entire added district over here with the use of Deformer taking a leading role here based off of how flat this area is. I love seeing Arma 3 Deformer in play. That appears to be... wow. An entire construction complex area here. And then they've got a fountain over here. All right. And then they got some of the Dishkas that have spawned here as well. I am not dropping any frames, but there might have just been a slight desync spike on the map. Or it's just Renly's internet connection. It is just his connections. He's the only one walking in place like that. Okay. So overall, not too bad. Green 4 have their helicopters start up here. You got the one-armed UH-60 over here. And then over here, we've got all of those Humvees. Unarmed gases as well for transport. That is quite nice. I have no idea what they're saying.
Thought that's gonna go there.
Let's see if we can see their dots here for a plan made. The bet is a tad one-side-ish, huh? Yeah, it is, Eric. Today, for the first round, it does seem to be that way. Yeah, anyone that votes off for is going to have a really big pot to potentially win, but, ooh.
How about that, boys?
It's a lot they're betting against, that's for damn sure.
Road right here. We're going to be speeding it.
Sounds like Green 4 is planning a rush job, though.
What are we doing?
Oh, my God.
If you look at the
That's a lot more of Nemesis that I ever needed to see in my life.
Then Bravo's going to be going to Sector 2.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
So I will also say this, guys, by the way. This Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be hosting the second half of the Russian 220-player community event. I'll be making this announcement a few times this stream. And that, again, is going to be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The stream itself, probably not till 10:30, maybe even 11. But they're hoping to get it started quicker this time around. And this is on a different server branch. It's on Solitude server instead of WOG servers. So hopefully it'll go well. I know both of the rounds last time had a small desync crash, but we were able to reconnect and continue on as if nothing happened. So that was great, and I hope you guys join me. And I also do apologize that the VODs on the Liru VOD channel have been stuck in 360p recently. That is a YouTube issue, and there is legitimately nothing I can do about it, because in the past that would happen once in a while, and I would just re-upload the VOD. Now it seems to be doing it every single time over the past week, and there isn't really... even re-uploading it doesn't seem to fix it. So it's YouTube being YouTube. I'm hoping it goes away like every other issue we run into on, this channel, but it's a shame that it's happened. But what can we do? Anyway, I'm going to quickly tab out, look at numbers. We are at 111 players now, so I'm going to adjust the title to write 110 players instead of 100, so that should be A-okay. Ah, yes. Speaking of close bets, as Modedic says, it's 192.4K to 20K. I wonder which side is which. The Op4 underdogs here, I mean, we could see a pretty nasty upset. They do have AK-103s. They got some nice Grenadier rifles. There's low visibility. Op4 is taking advantage of their height advantages here with absolutely no cover up there. Yeah, it's... oh, God. And Nomad is dead. Well, I'm sure Op4 is going to do completely fine here. We're going to see a massive upset, and I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen. Also, lying around in chat to be a creepy stalker is Malin, who is also moderating the event. He is somewhere on the purple guy's side, which we might see and have to yell at later. But, yeah, Malin, what are your thoughts on this mission with both Scanny and Papega together on the attacking team and people like Pierce on the other team, which I think he's a great guy personally, but there's this weird taboo in my chat that Pierce is like the antichrist for teams. What are your thoughts, buddy? Also, I hope this goes quickly because I want to go back to play Darktide. I want to finish my weeklies on 2 characters, just got to do a few more missions on each guy, and then I can work on my 3rd character, getting it up to level 11 so I can also do weeklies for her. Mwah. And then my 4th I'll work on probably in 2 weeks. No comment? You think this is a fair and balanced mission overall? Well, you heard it here, folks, from an FNF admin. He thinks that this is totally perfectly balanced, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Anyway, 2 minutes remaining, and I'm sure this operation is going to be perfectly wonderful and have exactly 0 screw-ups. True story. Also, we are testing, to actually be serious here, we are testing some new stream settings. I streamed DayZ today. It seemed okay. Just some new technology, really pushing my 3080 Ti to the limit to, you know, both stream and record at the same time. This came in because Darktide, after the update yesterday, just completely obliterated my, obliterated the stream's frame rate, but people like Dante, a buddy of mine, have been able to stream that game fine, so I'm just trying to figure out where the issue is, so we'll see how things go. Yeah, right, Will. I got a lot of people that I've been cycling through playing matches with, and I know some of them are a little annoyed because I'm only able to play with them once every few days, but again, I've been playing Darktide almost every day since it's come out, either for like 1 or 2 matches or for like hours on end, but it's tough for me to cycle through because that's a game where, you know, you got your squad going, and then you're only going to bring in more people if someone in that squad leaves. I'm really worried about this area right here because I feel like someone's going to fall off and kill themselves. Okay, well, he didn't kill himself, but you get the point, all right? Someone here is going to do something stupid, and I really want to be here to make sure that when it happens, I can make a buck, all right? Literally, I'll make $1 off of the highlight video. It's going to be great. Revanche, what the hell are you talking about? Well, that's the 3rd person I just saw fall. Ah, yes, now the mission started. He just went, I'm dead. Oh my god. Well, when I'm right, I'm right. That was pretty damn funny. Anyone else gonna fall off and entertain me? Oh shit, he's alive.
If you're up on the roof, just don't leave.
Yeah, pinning 5 of your dudes up there might not be the smartest idea. But hey, what do I know? I just work here. Well, actually I don't really, but you get the point.
There's a difference between being stupid and being smart.
I don't know, dude. I seem pretty fucking stupid.
Hey, look, it's Malin.
It's not my fault, man. Come on, it's first round. We gotta kick it off right.
Stop doing dumb stuff, you idiot.
And of course, the admin response is don't act dumb. God, I love this place. Caster Cursing has claimed yet another life. I know, I'm horrible. Anyway, we got a convoy coming in. That was 3 vehicles now. There's number 4, with a weird knocked over pole on the left. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 vehicle convoy. What's Delta doing back here? Ah, I see. The helicopter's coming to pick them up, so they're going to be rerouted somewhere else. Fascinating. It is natty, but unfortunately you can't see more than a few hundred meters in front of you. Then again, like when you're in the low ground, it's tough to see, but Overwatch positions can see a little farther, so we might see some ambushing here. But now Op4 is doing a mass dismount on the southern side. Helicopter flew over their position, so everyone's going to gravitate their view over to where the helicopter sound is, which automatically makes them fly, or look southeast, which I find funny, because now everyone's going to look at where the convoy is coming in from, but it's besides the point. Usually you don't want to have helicopters flying over your position because that tips off the enemy where you are because they're going to look over for the helicopter, but you know, that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, Dishka's trying to shoot at the armed helicopter here. I guess 9 or 12 Op4 guys fell off the ledge already to give Green 4 their chopper gunner kill streak, but hey, you know, it's how it happens. Now the real fun part is asking who's going to actually get killed first, the helicopter or some random schmuck on the ground. Unfriendlies in Cherno. Yeah, I don't think Cherno's a really friendly place today, but meanwhile, you already have members of Green 4 firing at Op4 dudes on the roof over here. Because, you know, people being on a rooftop in Cherno is totally not a predictable strategy. Oh, Rigel just took a few shots. Guys, that helicopter is totally fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to it. I say as I watch rounds ricochet off of its side. Nah, it's fine. So that group hasn't landed yet. They are taking Dishka fire though, so they might land somewhere up here and funnel in on this different view, but Op4 did spot it, but I doubt they're going to leave the area around here. Willow, thanks for giving Matty Boy a sub. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Zixme, meanwhile, trying his best to engage people down here. This is the OFCRA group that's really good. So we'll see if they're able to bring it today. Got M2 Humvees coming up. You might have Zixme use AT on it. But he is getting quickly suppressed. Uh-oh. Yeah. Pingus got blown up in that. Another AT round going. That one misses. And he is headshotted. Op4 trying to maintain the high ground here. You might see a few guys go off to the sector. You got some blind suppression going because Op4 have successfully confused the Green 4 advance. We just saw a house blow up and some weird effect happen. And then you have this guy running interference. They're just driving around the Op4 line. And they seem really confused about it. Satchels just went off on this building. Looks like it was minimally effective, though. Oh, a beautiful grenadier shot, killing one of the Green 4 guys there from above. That was nice. Yeah, Op4, meanwhile, still trying to figure out what the Green 4 car doing. It's just driving. Oh. It is no longer driving. It is, yeah. It's not driving anymore, guys. It appears to be doing the opposite of driving. Don't worry about it, all right? Don't think about it too much. The caster curse strikes again. Oh, dear. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, the vehicle doesn't seem really driven anymore. Ooh, look, so you have a green 4 pincer maneuver. Solik is now capturing that 3rd sector because he's the only one in there. He just needs to stay in the sector, and then it'll be fine. Sector 3, you're going to slowly start seeing that box fill from the bottom to the top. This appears to be Scandi Recon's squad coming around, potentially running into Bravo. So they're going to fully cross around, I guess, to go try hit Sector 2, and these guys are going to harass the industrial area. But Op4's main line is around here. Delta's going to come in and take the 1st sector from the north as this helicopter flies over to scout it out, but they're not taking any fire. So Op4 really is at risk from being back-capped from this squad, and once Sector 1 is taken, this squad will also come in. They've got 2 large garrisons, but I feel like Op4 is pretty heavily spread out here. So we'll just have to see. So they're dealing with sharpshooters up here. Wait, why are you shooting at your own helicopter? He just shot out the engine of his own helicopter. Are you actually... Why? Why would you do that? Like, why would you actually do that? Like, the enemy does not spawn with any helicopters, so why did you just shoot down your own helicopter? And now no one's capturing the sector anymore! What? Anyway, welcome to Friday Night Fights, the show where, within my opinion, which I respect, has some of the silliest players around. Somebody prove me wrong. I do like this 2-man flank going right here, though. 2 people just got shot in the back. Pro Hunter needs to be dropped. That's gonna hurt Mike. I love this 2-man play right here. Roofy taking shots. Uh-oh, Solomon! Wah, wah, wah. Where did Crazy come from? Was he always back there? Did they not check around first? What? What just happened? What? I don't know. Technically, all strats are made up. You know, you're not wrong about that. Let's go ahead and look at Scandi Recon over here. Eric has a lovely trench. Unfortunately, there are also some grenades, and the helicopter just hit the tower! The fog claims the... Wait a minute, no. Waldo killed him with the rocket launcher! Amazing. Well, there go both helicopters. That's what you get for flying low and slow. When the AA fire is just that heavy. Then again, a rocket in the air I think would still count as AAA, because it's not guided. Oh, well, that dude's dead. Now he's extra dead. I'd be careful about your red bet, because there's still a lot of Op4 guys here. There's a lot of dead red. Defense bias for the win. Hey, here's hoping. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nimia did not check her left and pays for it. Well, technically you're right. UMG, holy shit! He just fragment, whoa! Oh my god. It's because Snaps came around. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, Scandi just got their shit kicked in there for a little bit. Wasn't expecting to see that. The fatal corner for the win. That group has now been mostly knocked out. However, there are reinforcements from the hotel crew that are going to come in on the sector as well. And you still have Sam the survivor from that other crash. And the MP7 at this range is not something to discount. But now Op4 have way too many guys on Overwatch positions outside of the sector. I think any one green group can come in and take it. You have Delta capturing Sector 1. I think this was a bit of a tough AO, but at the same time, numbers-wise, it was pretty fair, but just defensive positions overall made it a little tough. You got to appreciate Op4 did try to do some flank rounds, and they were somewhat successful, but it just wasn't enough. That got both of them.
Sending 6.
Gingerly
Arma. Nim, you didn't check your right all the way. It was right there against the wall, and I watched him blow you away. I'm sorry. But thanks for the 34-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. This man is just taking grenade upon grenade. There's Sector 1 captured. Uh-oh. The building keeps changing, but this man is still prone here. Another one. Oh, he's trying to crawl away because he knows. He knew that time he was in trouble. Oh my God, they really just said screw this one guy in particular. Yeah. A lot of good that building, did ya? Guys, I think he's dead. Like, I'm no expert here, but I think if you put 20 rounds on him. Oh my God. Well, there goes Shy. Red does indeed appear to be dead. Reaper's coming up with the MP7, just got a kill on that guy. Sam just got his wall knocked out from under him. Ah, I see. Blue Force shot down their own, or excuse me, Green Force shot their own helicopter down to put in a strike team of 3 people on the final objective. Except they're all dead now, so never mind. Sam wakes up, the wall resuscitated him. Oh, you. He didn't hurt himself with that, thank God. Sam, look out! Just with that delay. He could still wake back up again, though. That's what really scares me. Got a firefight going right here. They're shooting at dudes up in this tower. Bravo has actually pulled out of the fight here. Delta being slow. We could see the attackers now defeating themselves in detail here as Op4 rallies the remaining force, and you still have Echo back here patrolling around, but they're completely out of position. If they were to strike right now, they'd actually be doing a really good job here. This game isn't over yet. Here comes Vagrant. That's a satchel. Kane is in a lot of danger. Unfortunately, he didn't hear the satchel over the rain. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, lots of fog because of global warming. I do not doubt you there, sir. See, if Echo could... Who's commanding Echo? Oh, that makes sense. Anyway. Green Shade really trying to find an angle right here. Vagrant might have spotted his gun, though. Helicopter. Up for wrecking face here for the remaining Green 4 guys that were coming around. Again, defeating this side in detail. If all three of these sides attacked at once, they'd be golden, but now you're starting to see them try to do that. And it's working to some degree, but again, Bravo's holding up, and Echo should be... I don't know what the fuck Echo is doing. Like, they'll eventually come in, but this side is the one that's really strong right here. But Op4 could still upset, and this is what's kind of concerning here, is they're doing a great job. It just completely fell apart for Green 4 because they sent one group in as two other groups are kind of holding back. Scandy got repelled right here and pulled back. It was right here they had that fight. Now they're trying to come around at a different angle through the disengagement. They'll join up with what's left of the northeastern attack, but now the western attack's being held out to dry, trying to push through these slightly open areas, and it's not really panning out for them. I still think Green 4 has a good chance here, but Op4, when these 5 dudes finally get back into the AO, I mean, they should do something, right? You'd think. Jesus, how many kills has Vagrant gotten? That's only his second. He's just locking down this lane. So Op4 finally, now that their garrison is around the remaining sector, that's where they're getting their fighting back. A lot of smoke's being thrown directly on this building. Scandy is going to directly assault it. Vagrant is getting pinned on his position, specifically on that window. And you got Delta coming around on the rear and flanking Op4 as they try to pull away. This could still turn around in Green 4's favor because these 5 guys are completely out of position. If these guys just chose an angle to attack the rear of something and alleviate that sector, Op4 would have more manpower to act against the flanks that they didn't have any forces on. Now, I think Green 4 is going to put the nail in the coffin. Nomad covering Revoke so he can get his kill. Now Revoke needs to turn around. Nomad gets knocked away. There's a charge. Oh my god! Revoke detonates it last second. Grab somehow survived it though, only to get knocked out. Oh dear. I don't want to go that way. Using the smoke, one of them runs out of ammo, but he's finally flanked by Criminal. And Echo is still all the way out here, and there's the sector being captured because Green 4 has the number advantage. So more Op4 need to come in to hold. There we go. But we need to see this Op4 element of 5 immediately pull into the sector with all due haste. Otherwise, Op4 is at threat of losing by default. But it's, numbers-wise, it's pretty fucking even right now. Schultz got a really great position, but he should be healing right now. This is a very gritty match. We're only 20 minutes into it. There's the sector being captured again. Op4 is going to have to bring these people in. I don't get why they're staying so far on the outside. AT fire down at Agent. Waldo needs to get up and start noob-tubing people. Ihander trying to take out his AT4 here to hit Vagrant. Oh, but he missed. Grenade being thrown out. That's going to do some damage. Not enough, though. Green 4 guy gets in a 3v1, is taken out. Op4 might just be able to repel this on their own because these 5 still taking their sweet-ass time to come in. Billy comes around, gets Ihander. These new guys from the 14th, man. Ellie's on 4 kills. Damberg on 2. Shervy on 1. That's not bad for a new group debuting. Especially against Scandi, Recon, and Papega. I'm curious here. Did anyone... Norris got 4 as well. Kabubi got 4. Vagrant on 2. Oddball on 4 as well. So it's just these... Ellie again, we already saw on 4. I'm going to skip the rest of that. So that's 16 kills right there. Major Khan on another 4. UMG and Revolk on 2. So Rigel on 3. Newton was on 5. So it's just individual players were able to get some pretty nasty multi-kills here. And nothing on those guys. And that's all it takes. If just, you know, a handful of players do really well, that's all you need. So we're actually seeing an upset now. Green 4 is down to 4 players up with an additional down. It's Grav, Criminal, Slashy, and Alexander. All because I think what happened here, I've already hit on this though. Green 4 had 3 separate groups. Delta, oh, Grav just got a kill there. Delta was busy capturing the sector. Scandi pulled back, and then this northeastern group pushed in on their own with Papega. Papega got dicked on by this fortification here, and this fortification line, and then Vagrant holding down this area. But Papega's really aggressive. We just saw Green 4 get 2 kills. Gravs and Slushies there, so we could still see a bounce back, but also there is one missing Green 4 guy now. There's another knockout. There's a double tap on the down Green 4 guy. But it just... Green 4 then at that point defeated themselves in detail by sending individual groups. Norris comes around with an MP7 and blows Grav away. It's just up to Alexander and Slushy here. Alexander, granted, is on 2 kills, and Slushy is on 6 kills with that 240 golf. His position now being directly flared. So... I think his position's good there because no one's going to be able to see him because of that flare. This is a 2 versus 8. They'll need the spirit of Audrey Hotto to pull this off. Truer words have never been spoken. Come on. Slushy's pulled back. Alexander's still trying to overwatch this one position. I think because he's seen these guys running around, he's waiting for them to try to move into Slushy's position. Oh my god, what's that? Not gonna lie, but I'd love to see Alexander's infinite wisdom headshot Slushy. I know it's not gonna happen, but it would be pretty funny. Now a 240 golf for CQC though is not bad. I want to see if Slushy notices these guys down here if he looks around. Yep. Wow! He couldn't line the shot up, and he got headshotted by Mackenzie. Now Alexander's looking around. When he's looking in the wrong direction, does Mackenzie see him? No, he does not.
I need help here, on the stairs. In the stairs here, I don't know if I killed him. In the stairs, I'm like, the building, I got.
You're right, there was also stamina difference. Slushy was moving around, Mackenzie was prone. One versus 7. Can Alexander from one of the newer communities do it? What are you waiting for? What are you doing? Hey, you're not gonna walk in there and surrender, you little shit. You're gonna go in there and get the mission done. No. Just Alt F4 the round if he's gonna do that. Don't give him the satisfaction. Vagrant, shoot him! Yes!
He just walked at me. He didn't even have his gun out. He's dead.
Vagrant with the perfect prime example of what you do.
People.
Okay. Well, Op4 took the Brooklyn Police Department approach to dealing with suspects. Anyway, round 2 beginning shortly. He's walking. Shoot him. Anyway, now a lovely word from our sponsor. Thank you, sponsor. Anyway, round 2, Colombia. Awesome. Back to the drug cartels. What a time to be alive. All right, what am I looking for? My commands, we're going to rewrite a few. Excellent. To rewrite the map right now. Colombia. Mission. This is round 2. What do we got here? It's assassination. Green 4 is attacking. It's attempting to assassinate the commander. Green 4 has a 7% numbers advantage. Kind of a weird number, but okay.
Send in Goat Team 6.
What else does Green 4 have? They have an M2 Humvee and M240 Oh, no, that's Blue 4. They have a BTR-80, a speedboat minigun. Oh, that's weird. Speedboat minigun. Dishka UAZ and 2 sits. While Blue 4 has M2 Humvee, a 240 Humvee, and 2 M240 turrets. Two M240 statics. Awesome. Finalizing that now. Also going to go and change up the music. Let's do Snow Worries. Because why not? Feeling changing up a little bit. Awesome. Willow, thanks for giving What's That a sub. I hope you both keep enjoying everything, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Winner has not been paid out yet. I will go ahead and pay that out. Wow, just a massive upset there. 10%. My God. Literally, earnings were 10-1 there. I'll be right back in a second. I'm going to fill my water. Just goes to show you can never trust the new communities, man. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And they're starting to slot everyone up. No, I won't thank you for that. That's something. That's not something you thank someone for. Ah, what's that being salty? I think the defense bias only won because of what happened in that round with the attackers ended up defeating themselves in detail. It just showed that they didn't have any coordination between the groups, and instead of overrunning that position like they should have, it completely fell apart. What's that taught you how artillery's used? Nice. Fair enough. The map is Colombia. You can always tell from right there. Memba berries. I memba. I think we all memba. But if all the rounds go like that for another 30 minutes, that means we'll probably finish by about 5:45, 6-ish, and we'll go right into some Dark Tide. I gotta finish my weeklies on 2 characters, and I want to work on a Psyker. A lot of my friends have been really after, you know, getting their first 30 level character, because the max level you can go right now is 30. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get... I want to get all my characters, or at least 3 of them, up to level 11 so I can do weeklies for them, so I can keep them all relatively balanced. So if I run into a group and they need a specific character, I can switch to that. But, you know, having your one main kind of makes you incompatible with a few things, because when you want to tackle higher level difficulties, you need certain characters with certain things. Example for Dark Tide, for Heresy or higher, which is Damnation, the 2 hardest difficulties, apparently you need an Ogren with a shield, so he can just put that shield down and people can, you know, behind him, just hammer on melee. Though the one weakness of that strat is if a Flamer comes up or a Trapper and they net the Ogren, then you're all screwed, but that's always fun. I don't know. So far I've played every class but Preacher, the melee-focused one. Just because I've had too many groups where they need someone with a decent character to do stuff instead of letting, you know, a level 1 party go through. You're doing Heresy and you crash out with Dante? Oof. Yeah, I heard Dante was doing Heresy only runs today, which means I might not be able to do things. But yeah, randos apparently on Heresy and harder are a little difficult to work with. They didn't give their coherency bonuses and ran off. How do you give a coherency bonus, Don? Because I have no idea. Like, I've seen it on a few things, but... just being in range, that's what I figured. Just be in range. Yeah, I figured it was a passive AoE, but the way you worded it made it sound like I had to deploy something. But anyway, like how I've seen every class go is the Preacher is great because they can get a Flamer, and that Flamer is amazing crowd control. Like, I would say out of everything, it's the best weapon for both crowd control and it, like, just nuking high health enemies very quickly, such as assassination targets, Plague Ogrins, or Beasts of Nurgle. A Flamer will just melt the HP, and you really need one of those on your team because you never know when you're going to run into one of those. They also have really good melee stats, so again, they are just meant for crowd control. Their weakness is they cannot really focus on anything beyond that crowd control. You don't want them speccing into something to be able to kill some of the more annoying enemies, like snipers, or whatnot. Ogrins, again, you need one with a shield for higher difficulty because they are also crowd control, but they're kind of the supporting crowd control, not the main damage of crowd control. They're the main defense for crowd control. And then out of their weaponry, I've seen some rock the double bolter. I personally don't like it because it has a really high reload time, and the shooting should be left to someone like a sharpshooter. But That's always good, but the grenade gauntlet arm is really good for knocking out a lot of the heavy units. And their grenade box that they get to throw will one-tap mutants, and mutants are a gigantic pain in the ass. You really have to learn how to dodge mutants. Dogs, still borderline unsure if you can actually dodge their attacks if they pounce you, but, you know, that's besides the point. Sharpshooter's great if you need to shoot stuff. Give them a bolt gun, give them a plasma gun, or give them the recon las gun, which is pretty much like a light machine gun. But beyond that, I mean, they're okay on melee, but their job is literally just to crowd control the range troops more than anything. Or if they want a plasma gun, then their job is to kill elites. Your Psyker, though, I would say is your best elite killer, because they can just instantly lock on to anything and blow their freaking head off from any range. And then they also have some really good Psyker AoE attacks. I also forget which class gets it, but I think it's the... Damn, it's either the Psyker or the Preacher that get the freaking Power Hammer. That thing is also great for killing elites. There is a set range on Brain Burst? Oh. Yeah, I know, it's very far, because I've used it from very far ranges, so... Yeah. I'd say it's a great team of 4 to have. The best meme team to have is definitely 4 Okrins, though. The banter between all of that is just nuts. Though 4 preachers shouting profanities and saying borderline corn things is also pretty funny. Who gave me the rank of LCPL? I did for myself for the alliteration of it. I've never said I've been in the armed forces, and I'm not a part of them. A lot of my family is. I just do this channel shit. My god, these rounds are taking quite a bit to set up. We're down to only 100 players, though, so I will knock out the 10. And that is because some players die in the first round and go back to WOG, apparently, to play in their second 2-hour mission. So, you know how things are. Go Lieutenant? I'm too lazy to do a name change. Zealot gets Hammer? Yeah. Hammer's pretty good, but, you know, chain swords, chain axes, all that fun jazz is also pretty damn good, too. As a corporal order you to put on the cat ears. Shut up. That was because I owed a stream with cat ears. You will never see that again. I would not trust the Preacher with a bolter. I think the Preacher is better suited with a flamer instead. Because yes, the bolter does slap hard, but the bolter is better for killing elites. If you want to be an elite unit killer, you should just go with the power hammer and use your flamer as general DPS and crowd control. Again, I would say your dream team party is a Psyker with a Force Staff, and then whatever primary they can get, because I don't actually know that much about Psyker primaries. Actually, I think the Force Staff is their primary, but the Psyker's melee doesn't really matter, because any good party, the Psyker doesn't really need to do melee. Leave the melee to your Preacher with either a Force Hammer or at CQC with the Flamer. Ogren with a shield and a Grenade Gauntlet, I would say. And your Sharpshooter, I'd honestly say have them go with anything that'll let them do range unit crowd control. So Recon las gun, a regular las gun, hell, even an auto gun will do the trick, just a little messier. Or, I wouldn't recommend the plasma gun at that point, though, because range crowd control is difficult, because you want everyone else to be doing their one thing, so I don't know. I'm sure in a month people will come out with their own metas. Don, yes, the cooldown is long, but it's the plasma gun's reload time is also very long. So, again, plasma, in theory, it's good, but I've also used it on Malice difficulty, which is the third one in the middle, and it doesn't one-tap a lot of elites like it should, in my opinion. So, again, it's only if you're charging it, but even then, for elite killing, it's better just for a Psyker to do that with Brain Burst. There is no Melt-A-Gun yet, but... I mean, Melt-A-Gun's mainly anti-tank, so maybe they'll add one, but I doubt it. But they have a good range of weapons per class. You just have to keep ranking up to unlock more of those weapons. Yeah, I could see a Melt-A-Gun build for armored targets, but there actually isn't a lot of armored targets unless you're fighting against one of the 3 sub-factions. I forget which one it is, either Scabs or Dregs, but that can be a bit annoying.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Hey Liru, hope you are having a good day. Thanks for all the work you put in. You have inspired me so much to make my own unit and learn how to mission make /Zeus.
Criminal, I'm glad to hear it, man. I hope you keep enjoying everything armor-related. I hope you keep enjoying the content, and it's messages like that that help keep me going in the 6 years and counting of doing all this. So, glad you're enjoying everything, man. I hope you can work it out with your own missions in your own unit, and thanks so much. It really means a lot to hear people like you say that. I appreciate it. And thanks for the 5-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. I still love we got one guy running Blast Corps, one guy running Vietnam. But it does humble me to keep hearing that. Soul Blaze is a % damage base Psychers can apply on certain items or abilities. Yeah. I don't know. I'm also... Here's my opinion on Darktide as a whole. Like, it's a game I do enjoy, but it's a game that I know I could easily burn myself out of if I, you know, just go in, balls to the wall, make a level 30 character, and just do that for the entire game. I have a feeling a lot of people that are really playing it tryhard right now are going to probably play it for maybe 2 weeks after it launches, after, like, grinding everything to the top level, and then only pick it up again when the devs release more and new content. Also, yes, Darktide is a very buggy game. There were a lot of funny bugs that happened to Dawn. For example, I brought Dawn up after she died, and after I revived her, it insta-killed her as a casualty. Like, it completed the animation and everything. All of a sudden, nope, dies. I just started laughing my ass off over that. Oh my god. It happened to me, though, like a day or two prior. Someone brought me up, and then I just insta-died. I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever. It's one of the reasons you haven't played it, even if you got it on pre. I get that. I think there is something smart to just, you know, play some other games right now, enjoy them, wait for the game to be fully released in their intention on the day of. Because I will admit, a lot of people that were really grinding over that first week, they weren't able to collect any crafting supplies and whatnot, and now, you know, they got to go back and do all that. So you're just kind of helping test the game at that point that you paid for, which, you know, not everyone's iffy about, but it's still good stuff. We're waiting for you on Sunday, your favorite Russian server with love. Hey, I can't wait, man. Again, this Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be another 220-player mission. It's going to be the second half of the event of WOG's Russian branch versus Solitude game. Games, it's games, not gaming. So, yeah, please join me for that, and I can't wait to see it. I need to reach out to Deck 4 and see what mod set I need to download for that one, though. But anyway, round 2, let's go. Made by Patriot. Background. Following extensive anti-government protests in the overseas territory of French Guiana, the 3rd Foreign Infantry Regiment, hereby referred to as the 3rd FIR, has been mobilized from their base in Corau to recover French assets located in Caucasia. Elements of the 3rd FIR are stationed in the town of Caucasia, waiting for a patrol to come back from a village to the east with the objective of leaving the next day since rebel forces have been spotted in the area. Waking up the next morning, the Frenchmen find that local sympathizers to the rebels have put back the middle sections of 2 old cattle bridges running into the peninsula town from all sides. It is clear an attack is imminent. French forces must scramble to defend their positions in the town and a nearby fob with their patrol still out in a village to the east. So they're going to spawn with a lot of forces around. Interesting. Area of operations. A meteor hit the area where the town of Caucasia now sits around 8,000 BC. As such, there is a ring of higher elevation ground surrounding the town. Cool. This can be spotted on the map to the south and east, and in the north and the west, the jungle has largely shaped the terrain to regular sloping hills. Interesting. So they might have deformed parts of this area. We'll take a look in a second. Additionally, there are numerous bridges running into the Caucasia, which I thought was a village, but I don't know. There are wooden cattle bridges, and thus we cannot promise that heavier assets will be able to move over them safely. Interesting. This is not to say that they cannot. Just do your due diligence, because some of them are safer than others. Concrete bridges are safer. I want to see a player kill themselves on a bridge. That would be hilarious. We already saw a player kill themselves by jumping off of a freaking tower in the first round. Why not make it 2 for 2 for silly mistakes? Well, I guess 3, because we also saw their own team shoot down their own helicopter, but that's besides the point. Mission rules. Blue 4 must start an HVT at the squad size element in the village to the east, safe zone 3. Both the HVT and the squad may leave safe zone 3 after safe start ends. So one of the HVTs are over there. Assassination. There's jammers, which I'll talk about when we actually get to the AO. The 3 people playing the HVTs are going to be Azariah, Yanni, and Katz. So scan your recon on the defensive faction. Cool. Maximum view distance is 1,100 meters. Only 90 build points for defenders. For contrast, usually the default number is 125. No NVGs, nor magnified optics. Map settings are going to be interesting. The attackers get an HE rocket, a fragmentation rocket specifically, with their medium anti-tank, whereas Blue 4 and Alpha only also have 2 AT rounds per side. Uniforms for Blue 4 are going to be your French Army camouflage. I'm going to scroll down because I want to see their DMR guy. DMR is going to be an HK417. No, that's a Scar. That's a Scar H. My bad. So a 7.62 by 5.1 NATO round. FAMASs or HK416s for the primary. FAMASs are really nice because they have that nice fire rate. Glock 17s for the secondary. Mini-Me's for the light machine gunners. FN Mags for the medium machine gunners. M136s for the light anti-tank gunners. Crew and aviation get the choice of an MP5 or a 416 with a 10-inch barrel. Assets are going to be 3 transport trucks, 1 M240 Bravo Humvee, 1 M2 Humvee, and 2 M240 statics. Interesting. Green 4, meanwhile, their uniforms are going to be the French Rebel Lizard camouflage kits. Their marksman rifle is going to be an SVD. Loadouts otherwise are AKMs or AKSs, PMs for the handguns, RPKs for the light machine gunners, PKPs for the medium machine gunners, RPGs for the light anti-tank gunners, and then PP2000 or AKSs for the crew and aviation slots. Nothing on crew served weapons. They get 3 transport Euros, 3 transport UAZs, 2 cord sit-down statics. I'm going to be curious to see how they use those offensively, because I don't know why they're listed here. They should be under crew served weapons if a crew is going to bring them into the AO, but that's just me nitpicking their own system. BTR-80, a UAZ Dishka for reconnaissance, and a speedboat minigun. I can bet you the 40mm HE grenade launcher was changed to probably another 7.62 minigun, because I doubt it was a 50 cal.
Team 6 now.
Otherwise, AO here, real quick. Jogo Agiu, I probably butchered your name, but nonetheless, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Otherwise, AO, there are a bunch of wooden bridges, and they've said be careful about using them because they might not be stable. I think that's a hint that, yeah, okay, so the hint is some of them have thinned out, and they got to be careful. But okay, no, you are able to tell that on the map if they get thinned up. Interesting. So, AO itself, this one village out here, there's one VIP that's going to start out here. They have a transport truck, and they can immediately drive back, but they're going to have to dismount and then run across, which is quite interesting. They also have a fob over here in the forested area. I'm going to be honest, this fob sucks because it's on a hill, and downslope you have an immediate jungle. I hope to God we don't see Blue 4 move there because that is a suicidal area. But otherwise, you have this nice overwatch area with this military position up here, which the 3rd jammer site is. So if the HVTs stay within these yellow boxes, their positions are safe on the map. It's going to play normally, aka you cannot see the enemy on your map. But if the HVTs leave these golden areas, Op4 will be able to see the position of the HVT in real time on the map and basically hone in on them and eliminate them. So the HVTs have to be in these areas. Fun fact, this was my idea. Way back when Friday Night Fights about a year ago, they requested a lot of people give them ideas for new game modes. This was my baby. I gave them my baby. Now we get to see this played out every once in a while. And that's something I like to hold my hat on. But anyway. Blue 4, Azariah is going to be command, Yanni the 2 IC, Katz the 3 IC. These are the 3 HVTs under command. Free Snow is just the platoon medic. He does not count as an HVT, though. NASA's going to be leading Alpha, HQ, PHK, going to be his 2 IC, Major Khan being that Scar H marksman. By the way, fun fact, there's 2 types of scars, Scar Ls and Scar Hs. Scar Lights and Scar Heavies. Scar Heavies. Scar Ls, Scar Lights are 5.56. Scar Hs, Scar Heavies are 7.62 by 51 NATO. I didn't know that for a while, but hey, if you didn't know that like me way back when, now you know. Anyway, Rigel as the medic, Ash. Okay, no, Wheaton is leading the group because you see the slash in his name. He's got Ash, Ivno, Eric, and Pogo underscore under him. Alpha 2 being led by Ellie with Mogsy, Towner, Duke, Wheats, Shervy, and Danberg. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the 14th guys. They did really well in that last round, contending against Scandy and Papega. Let's see if they can keep it going and how they'll be working with Scandy. Pro Hunter leading Charlie with Cameron as the marksman. Gogu leading Charlie 2 with Aim at the Balls, Pyros, XD the Crazy, Solomons, and Callie under him. No Charlie 1 from looks of things. Delta 1 being led by Kazul with Max, Green Shade, the Dying Bush, Whiplash, and Zentric under him. Looks like Zentric is squad leading, and Kazul is being the team lead because they've joined up under Delta 1. They always show the leadership element first, and then if anyone merges under, that would usually mean it's the squad leader. So Delta might merge everyone together. Then you have Naf, Skullis, and Gabian under Delta 2. Echo, which is going to be the AT group, has Nemesis leading Iander. Of course, they give the medium anti-tank to Iander. There is no other reason not to give Iander the AT weapon. Nimia and Burton are also under him as his assistants. So that group's going to have 6 AT rounds total, 2 per person. Mackenzie under Gamma 1 with UMG. They're going to be the 50 cal Humvee crew. Commanding Green 4 is Depso. Tymic has the 2IC Oddball as the group's medic. Shai has merged everyone under Alpha together. He's got Kiri, Grab, Slushy has a team leader, Reapers and Sandy, Olaf, Siam, Vagrant, Seismo. Casey has another team leader, Jabby, Revolk, and Rufy. The reason I mentioned the team leaders is normally you probably have Slushy leading Alpha 1, Casey leading Alpha 2. Bravo has also merged what appears to be Bravo 1 or 2 under him. So it's Kabubi leading, Twins being the group's machine gun. Pierce has merged under him under a team leader slot because, as you see here, we have a B instead of a B1 or a B2, which means Kabubi as the top unit here is the squad leader, which means Pierce was Bravo 1's lead or potentially Bravo 2's lead, and then he merged under Bravo with everyone. So he's got Reese, Gusty, Crocodile, Fonz, and Steve under him. Newton leading Charlie with Toxic as the marksman, Agent as the group's medic, Khalil leading Charlie 1 with Heartseer, Renly, Lowboy, Rodrigue, Alexander, and Hayes under him. Charlie 2 be led by Norris with Gates, Harrington, Bates, Chol, Lurch, and Tisoy Boy. Flux from Papega leading Delta with Waldo as his medic. Michael leading Delta 1 with Korvac and Kane. Bandit leading Delta 2 with Legal Action and Cake Gear. Holton and Wise, I think, are the boat crew. No, they are going to be the BTR-80 crew. And then Skipu, Legs, and Version are going, or excuse me, Veron, my bad, are going to be the boat crew. Interesting. All right. Having a sip of water. Dante coming in to say Damnation runs soon, TM. Yeah, I bet. Let me know how that goes. I'll eventually get a character up to 30 to play Damnation, but I'm going to take my time with it. And yes, I'll do some Dark Tide after. I got plenty of people I can hit up, but it's entirely up to whether or not they even want to play with me, because I know people like Dante want to do Heresy-only runs right now, and I don't think I have a good character for Heresy personally, but we'll see. As I say that. Okay, never mind. God, I was sucking on Malice missions last night. Man, Heresy's going to kick my ass. Otherwise, back to the mission here. Blue 4 looks like they're going to potentially try to focus on holding the entire outer peninsula here on the bridges. They got to be careful and at least have a defensive group facing the northwest, but maybe that group coming in from the east that has to drive in from that village will then form a defensive line over here. What I really like about this AO's perimeter, though, is that you can set up this defensive line on the outside and then fold your forces back to this internal area and hold it at this choke point. And then have forces on the ridges here trying to prevent anyone from enhanced movement up the back, because you have a lot of areas where that can be done. So I think Blue 4 could do a nice tiered defense, but it's going to require a lot of communication, which you don't really see in FNF, admittedly, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm faithful. Let's see how things go. Let's see. I want to look at the bets right now. 56.2 versus 50, so pretty evenly split. And I'm not surprised after we saw that massive upset in round 1 with a lot of newer communities on the defending faction, and they won it. Admittedly, it was a little close, and it's because the offensive faction made a little bit of a hiccup mistake, but it was close. So we'll see how all of this goes, regardless. Otherwise, I hope you're all enjoying Black Friday. There are plenty of things to be doing today. I, for example, one of the groups I get things from, whatchamacallit. Actually, why am I speaking in vagues here? I'll speak in direct. So my father, I got him a Christmas present, got him a bunch of ammo for his Type 56. This is the Type 56 that you see hanging on the back of the image of my grandpa when I Zeus Vietnam missions to represent the Type 56 that my grandpa got in Vietnam. Story of that was he just, him and his crew chief were flying around to VC, started shooting at him, so his crew chief got in the M60, mowed them both down. My grandpa then landed next to where he took him out, or his crew chief took him out. Crew chief gets out, grabbed their guns, and then they flew off. Crew chief kept one, my grandpa kept the other. So that weapon is sitting at my father's in his gun safe, but he hasn't been able to locate any 7.62 by 39 to fire it. So I just got a bunch because a shipment came in through one of the suppliers I get stuff from. And I will admit I used most of the money from the DayZ stream today with you all bullying me over the freaking grenade soundbite to get him that present. So that'll be his Christmas gift. But yeah. One of the activities I do with him a lot is shooting at an indoor range close by, and then another shotgun range outdoor we do shooting with. So that's one of my bonding activities with him. But there you go. Story there. So Grandpa Liru stacked bodies in Nam while Liru gets topped. Oh, shut up! I thought that was sentimental, and then I read the second half out loud. Fuck you, Revanche. Anyway, so what you're saying is we need to bully you more. No, that's not... Okay. No. Also, I do need to message Ghost Wolf and relay a time with him to do audio recording. Bully indeed. I think Blue 4, yep, they're in a truck right now. They're going to basically bank it out of there since the HVT is out of the zone. People are going to see that truck highlighted and know he's going to immediately make a run for it. But good golly gee willikers. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of vehicle rushing. One thing I do want to check. That was the wrong button. The boat doesn't have anyone loaded, so they're just going to go in as a support element on the bridges. One quick concerning thing, though, is I think they built these bridges on purpose so the boat could pass through. But up here, it runs out of room. Plus, with the black line, I think they're going to think that they can only stay over here.
Hot.
Oh, my God. Okay, so the reason... DayZ, we had a stream today. I put on cat ears halfway through it because I told someone a week or two ago that I owed them a stream where I would stream in cat ears, and I completely forgot about it, and I remembered it because it was randomly brought up, and I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do it right now. So we did it. It's done. It's not going to happen again unless I get money. I will only do shit like that for money because I need Christmas money. Fuck. Because we already proved I don't have any dignity anymore, but that's besides the point. Anyway, northern groups are going to be infantry coming in. This is Bayant. So this is Papega Pirates coming in from the north as a strike team. Rest of the forces are coming in from the south, trying to rush up the force here. We'll also see where that boat goes, but I'm not sure it'll be in a good position to support any infantry coming in. Made outfit when? How much money? 50 bucks is 50 bucks. Sorry, quickly looking over my things up here. Okay. Sorry, being a niche internet micro celebrity, you have to manage a lot of stuff. So usually when I'm streaming these big streams that go for a few hours like FNF, I also rack up a shit ton of Discord DMs, and I just have to make sure it's nothing that I absolutely have to take care of immediately by shooting a message back or whatnot. And, you know, just have to be social with that. But anyway, the truck was pulled over here. Infantry are now moving in. We'll see where they get put. I want to see where that medium anti-tank gunner gets put, aka Iander, probably up on the ridge where he can provide some proper support. Otherwise, map-wise, this is all we're really going to see. We also have a concrete bridge over here. So we'll see how everything goes. A, B, or C chat. What does that even mean? Don't forget the tail. Y'all. I did it because A, I have a mortgage to pay, B, house needs repairs, or C, gotta buy Bloodwind some more shoes. You know, I'm actually lucky. Bloodwind is not really a shoe person. If you replaced shoes with cosplay supplies, then it would absolutely be C every fucking time. But, man. The mortgage. Don't even get me started about that. When I first got it, I was under the impression I'd be able to pay it off a lot more quickly. Then the random expenses started hitting. I was able to put an additional 10K on it within a few months, but then all my money went into these other magical random expenses, which have been, but are not limited to, my carpet randomly flooding, Bloodwing deciding we need new windows from Thompson Creek, Bloodwing wanting more furniture in the house, even though we already have a good amount. Bloodwing wanting a new car because her old car broke down. Bloodwing wanting a new TV. There's a lot of Bloodwing wants in that, right? Oh, and a certain type of rain. But anyway, yeah, things are expensive. I make a decent living. I'm not rich, but I enjoy myself. Bloodwing wanting a new bad dragon for Liru. Thankfully not. Average apartment cost is about $1,500. Keeps going up. Getting a house is cheaper. So I will admit with you guys, my monthly payment right now for my half of the mortgage, all of our utilities and bills, is actually only like $1,500 because Bloodwing and I split it down the middle. But our mortgage is only like $2,000 a month because we have a really good interest rate, and we're able to put 20% down or whatever that minimum was, so we don't need private mortgage insurance. So we have a really great thing going for that. But I would say with how things are going right now, first off, if you are looking for a house, wait for it to crash, because holy crap, the market is going to crash soon with all the signs that we saw back in 2000 and 2008 repeating themselves once more. There's going to be a mess. But if you haven't noticed already, though, I think mortgage rates are also plummeting again. So just keep looking. But you got to wait for the housing bubble to burst as well, and then you'll be fine. It'll happen by 2024. I mean, that's what a lot of people are predicting. But again, we'll see. We will see. You just don't want to get caught in a position where you can't pay back what you put down, but that's besides the point. I love how these guys are still sweeping the sector just to make sure Blue4 didn't put a guy back there, which is really smart. But I feel like that would violate their lone wolfing rule, but that rule is always weird. So we'll see how things go. It's already half happening in the UK. Yeah, slowly. It's always going to be slowly. And then one thing's going to tip the scale, and all of a sudden... It's crazy how that works. It's hard to get a house in here in the net. It's like that everywhere. The house I'm in right now was not the first house we went for, and the only reason we got this house was... It's weird though, because let me explain this, and I'll cut this story short when we actually get a fight going here, because we see Bohemia coming up to where this defensive line is. But our first house was listed at like 420, and this is in thousands of dollars, by the way, so 420,000. The person that finally ended up buying it bought it for like 485 or 490. It was something ridiculous. It was like 65, 70 over. Our house was listed at 470, and we only went 30 over at 501. But at that point, we were getting desperate as well, but we had to go 30 over to get it. But now that this house is valued at like 550. And that was a year ago. Like, it's ridiculous how that has all gone down. I'm sure when it crashes, this house will probably go down to like, 200 or 300 to be perfectly honest, but we don't really care about that because we're planning on being here for at least a decade, but just the first house was like an additional 800 square feet smaller than this one, and we're talking, this house is only about 2,000 square feet, but just the value of it, I don't know why, man. Some people are crazy. And I live in Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia's housing market is fucking ridiculous. Like, holy crap. We were seeing houses with literal cracks in the foundation selling for $500,000 when they should have been valued at like, 200 to 300. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But anyway, enough on that. We'll see it all crash soon. Green 4 in the north. This is Bohemia Pirates engaging with 14th and OFCRA players over here. You got the speedboat minigun coming in from the west. Trying to suppress from range. You got some AT coming in on positions on the southern side as Green 4 get into position here. You got the entirety of Charlie up here. They're trying to lob some AT over. And you got the BTR trying to get on a ridge position to come in. I think the terrain around here has been deformed as well because of the quote-unquote crater site, because these hills, I've been in this AO multiple times. This is not normal. But they're trying to line up AT on this 50 cal Humvee, but if you notice, it detonated just short because they were within the maximum AT detonation range of that vehicle. So they're going to have to get a little closer. But as I say that, the Vic blew up, and the other Vic was next to it. So maybe they did get a hit. I don't know, but, that's cooked. Whew. I'll leave the housing talk for the between rounds 2 and 3, guys, if you don't mind. Let's focus on the PvP, but hold the thought, because I do love discussing stuff like that with you guys. I do find it interesting. We've had 2 Blue 4 guys run north, and maybe they'll try to come and attack from the rear later, but no, we've got OFCRA counterattacking Bohemia Pirates. Interesting. These guys are going to come around, check that sector, and then start pushing in from the forested area here. Green 4 have gone in for a pretty big surround attack. Not sure if I agree with that 100%. But I got to wonder what Blue 4 is doing with these guys. If they're being attacked here, why aren't they then moving in to try to flank that attack as it goes in? Why are there so many dudes on the outer flanks right here? I think Bayan just spotted these guys. Yeah. Just took some shots. Yeah, he hesitated because he thought they were friendly. Smoke grenade comes in. Should have been a frag. Another frag goes up in front of him. He throws a frag down. I think it just dropped off of a tree. So we'll see if the Blue 4 guys come around, because I really don't know what those 2 guys are doing up on the north. You got the Cords now right here trying to engage from...
I need a rangefinder at the cord. Hey, I need a rangefinder at the cord.
They're calling for a rangefinder so they can range the weapon properly. That's not a bad call, but this is in a really good spot to potentially plink out people on the inner defensive positions. I'm hoping we see these 2 guys collapse, because otherwise this is just... that's a silly fight. But, I've seen Arma 3 PvP matches that start with one silly fight, and then the silly fight turns into the entire battle, where everyone just completely ignores the objective and just keeps sending in groups 1 at a time. That happened with an OFCRA mission last time. That was pretty damn funny, though. Yes, La Blue Force. They're French. Maybe Blue 4 was going for a masturbating plan, because they could bait out Green 4 to go and attack them, but I think it's just silly at that point to believe that was their real intention. You got Green 4 coming down here, starting to get picked off, though. That's Cholt down. He's got another buddy here that's dead. As we have a few Blue 4 defenders holding the bridge on each side. Blue 4 very stretched thin, but Green 4 still prodding around, trying to find some weaknesses here, but it's just not going to be enough. I think Green 4's strike team right here is going to really make the difference when they start coming in. But if they try to push right up to where Blue 4's internal defense area is, that's where they might have some issues. Though I do appreciate Charlie crossing right here to then close to the bridge. And you got the boat right here running security. You also have the BTR now firing. They're harassing who they can. Now you got the boats harassing Crazy and Gogu down here. I'm a little worried about Blue 4, because again, they're really stretched thin right here. Green 4 is spending a lot of forces down to keep them all in this area here, but we'll just have to see. And then that's also weird. AT comes in, hits the boat. Not a lot just happened, though. I think that was Solomon with his AT4. No, he's a demo spec. So was it Pro Hunter? No, who was the AT guy? It might have been XD the instead. Looking for a dropped AT. Yeah, there it is. All right. I'm surprised they didn't immediately come in and try to land, but we might see Charlie immediately come on the southern side and flank around, but we'll have to see. Another AT hit. You gotta understand, these boats are actually really freaking tanky. But I'm surprised they're not trying to immediately go in and land and take the fight to them. Rear gun is disabled right now. More AT just went overhead or something. No, it went for the BTR and actually hit the BTR. BTR is now smoking. That's eventually going to cook off, and people are going to jump out of it. Why would you dismount on this side? If you could have just gone... okay. Just dismount there, and then you have all these rocks for cover. Instead, you're giving them distance while you're in an open area to immediately get picked off. As I say that, and you get picked off. Like, silly, silly player base. Now you have Green Fort Charlie pushing this angle here on the southern side. Some other Green 4 guys are getting kind of out of position right here. This was Vagrant's team. Yeah, he had a few more guys around, and they're all down. So it's just down to those two. They had a cord static over here as well. The gunner's dead, though. And then you got these Green 4 guys coming around. So it's a really... I do appreciate Green 4's plan, though. They're trying to basically prod around to see where they can sneak forces in, knowing that Blue 4 is going to be covering all bases. But all they have to do is get one strike team in the final area and kill the HVTs, which shows that Green 4 is trying to play the objective here, though some of the individual unit decisions are a little sloppy, in my opinion. It's going to really rely on individual players to make the call to win those victories there, but, you know, if they aren't able to make the call, then oh well. Yeah, so now... these guys are now completely cut off. You still have those two Blue 4 guys all the way up here. I really don't know what the hell they're doing. And Blue 4 is just getting picked off by Papega. The reach around strat, yeah, right? Blue 4's outer rim has been touched by the hard Green 4 pounding, but the inner perimeter, the inner hole, excuse me, has not been breached yet. Okay. Okay. Revanche, you are a comedian. Okay. They could have gone for an insertion, but instead they pulled out. Okay. Y'all need Jesus. Great airburst grenade right there, though, by Pierce. We give him shit for commanding, but he's really great with nades. And he just proved it right there. Thank God, because if Pierce just died there, I would have highlighted that clip. Anyway. Green 4 still cleaning up Blue 4 because these two guys on the north still don't know what they're doing. That's enough internet for day 30. I agree with you. God damn it, what's that? I'm not even going to read that one. Y'all are horny. Oh, there goes Slushy. Slushy kicked for being Slushy. Who would have thought? You got the 240 Bravo turret right here by one of the crewmen trying to put the sightline down. Have fun sleeping, Slushy. Is he able to score anything, though? Not a lot of Green Force poking their heads out. They're still securing the southern side. You've got these green 4 guys coming around, though. Unfortunately, Oddball found them first. Uh-oh. XD, unfortunately, didn't see Oddball behind the bush and went right for it. Solomon's also got knocked out. He's going to wake up, though, and hit Newton in the rear. Horny or lonely? That's the question. Why not both? We've all been there. Done that. And he bled out. So Blue 4 are readjusting to form a line right here, knowing that their left side is being breached. More Green 4 are crossing over in this area. Papega, finally those 2 guys on the northern side come in, but at this point it's too little too late. Flux gets that last kill right there, and now they're just dealing with those 2 players. So I feel like Blue 4 are in a little bit of trouble. They are redeploying their final defensive line, but Green 4 could still come up on the rear here and climb around. I'm not even trying to be lewd. God damn it, y'all are perverts. Are going to probably be able to climb up the rock wall right here and get on the rear of the AO and probably assassinate the 3 targets before. I'm just scared because I know y'all are going to be inappropriate, but it's fine. Great 240 kill right there on that static turret. We got 2 people downed right here. So Green 4, if they're being engaged right here, they just need to flank around, essentially. That attack's starting to falter. You still got these 4 guys over here, but there's a lot of stragglers in the... Actually, no. I take that back. There's only a few Blue 4 stragglers, but again, Blue 4 has a pretty solid defensive line. You learned it from me. Oh, dear. What does that say about me as a streamer?
If one of you goes down now, no one will know.
Ellie giving great advice of telling people to stick together because if someone goes down, no one's going to notice because if they fall into a bush or something. What do you think Blue 4 should do when Green 4 breaches their rear end? Well, Revanche, I hope they use lube. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, so most of this group has been cleaned up. You have Roy trying to run away. I think they did it to potentially tie up a larger group of Green 4 here, but in reality, it just turned to a small team v team fight. So Green 4 with those 4 additional reinforcements won't be that helpful, but as we're starting to see both sides utilizing their final force, I mean, you see Green 4 having that slight number advantage, but Blue 4 having a great defensive line on this choke point. What a word, choke point. Yeah, that can easily be taken into a lewd context. NASA gets blasted in the face by a large round. I've got to think about everything now because y'all are fucking perverts. Y'all need Jesus. Reese getting shot from behind there. Bukaki. Y'all. Choked up on the choke point. Just the tip of the spear. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That won't save them. Jesus Christ. Now you got Green 4. They were able to climb around on the rock ledge. And now you're going to start seeing Blue 4's line falter as they have some chaos of forces coming in from additional angles here. Same thing's going to happen down there. Enhanced movement's a bitch. Well, Seismo got spotted, and Pyros, being the home defender that he was, took him out. They have to want to be saved. What is that even? You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna stop asking chat questions I don't want to know the answer to. Blue 4 dropping like flies. Someone might channel their inner Audrey Hotto. There we go. More channel memes that we know. Grenades going overhead. That's around Cameron's position, so he's going to be pushing back. Green 4 stacking in more forces over here. Grenades going off, taking out multiple Blue 4 guys as Dying Bush tries to go low. Finding what little cover he can to hide against those grenade strikes, but now Blue 4 starting to turn some forces around, realize they're being engaged from different areas. And you still got stragglers fighting stragglers over yonder. Bush is now actually a dying dead Bush. Dying Bush going low so I can go high. Ay, ay, ay. Heartseer looks like got a kill on a Blue 4 guy flanking around. I'm a little worried for Blue 4 right now. Green 4 just getting a lot here. Though both sides have about the same numbers right now. Blue 4 can just falter the storm here. They should be okay. Should be in the keyword. Oh dear. Well, that happened. Towner had some great cover right there. More buildings exploding back here. Maybe catching a Green 4 guy or two. Pro Hunter and Roofy getting a 1v1. Roofy wins it. Cameron now trying to get Roofy. Oh my god. You know, Arma 3 is a perfect representation of how the real world conducts PvP. And you can't tell me otherwise. Writing that one down, Chief. All right, Blue 4, meanwhile, have had no HVT deaths so far, as Green 4 is continuing their encroach, but Blue 4 might have bounced the number advantage back. We just saw a Green 4 guy get blown up. Maybe with those explosive traps, they were able to get a few players here. And otherwise, now that Blue 4 isn't taking pressure from the main choke point, they've actually put a lot of their line back and engage where Green 4 have been setting up the rest of their force. So either side could still potentially win this. It's pretty even. Oh, I love gyros. Gyros is what they're called with Greek accent, but I could go for one right now. Oh, Grab looks away and Gabian blows them up. These, okay. A little late on that explosion, but hey, it's fine. Not sure how confident Green is right now. A lot of their guys are being blown by Blue. I hope you're happy, Revanche. Yeah, gyro is pretty much a Greek taco. That is a good way to put it. Greek taco. Grenade. Man, does damage to a lot of different spots right there. Now, can Pierce get up and get the kill? Oh my, well, 6 kills for Pierce. That's not bad. Keep up the noob tube. Unfortunately, Towner is right here. And there goes Pierce. We have Bayant, though. Unfortunately, Wit... Oh, no, he's looking the wrong way. Oh, but Ash is watching the rear. And Wit comes down. Ash gets knocked out. Wit forced to reload. Didn't check the amount of ammo he had in his magazine. And there's Capega. Not bad. Now we're starting to see him breach positions here. So Yanni, one of the VIPs, is in this building. He has that door slightly open. Bloodwing is home. Hamas's fire rate going really high there. Legal action fully opening the door. Killing the PKP gunner only for a second PKP gunner to appear. Ludwig is back. She went out with some friends and did some Black Friday shopping. Hope you're okay, boo. I love you too, boo. Gabian trying to counterattack. We're hearing Blue 4 yelling Bonjour as they're preaching. A lot of random suppression going here, but they're also getting taken out. That grenade, though. Ooh. Looking at the rest of the map, though, Green 4 is down to 4, 5, 6, 7 players. Blue 4 is down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. So still anyone's game. One of the 3 VIPs is down. The 2 remaining Cats right here. Azariah over in this other 2 buildings. Maybe this 4-man team can get up close and breach. Waldo looks like he woke back up, and he is now moving through. Thank you, boo. I love you too. Feel free to have whatever you need for dinner. I had the rest of the fried stuff from the other night.
Oh, I had too much food.
All right. Have fun, boo. We'll hang out tomorrow, okay? Love you, babe. Yep. Bye, babe. I do not, but thank you, though. All right, so Naf's trying to hold against multiple Green 4 guys down here. Was actually able to take one out. Oddball suppressing his position. We've got 5 Green 4 players. Some of the remaining ones here going to make the final Green 4 incursion here as a few stragglers also push around. We do have a marksman from the looks of things trying to snipe in. They did steal one of the 417. I keep thinking it's a 470. It's a Scar Age. Bigger caliber. They're going to try to pick off anyone they can. Oddball has got to be careful because in this position he has nowhere to maneuver. Screwed up the grenade throw. He just heard him shout something in profanity. -1 vehicle kill? I don't know. Boy pulls back. Also, Decoy, welcome to your first stream. Hope you're enjoying it. Thank God she's not reading chat. No, I don't want her to hydrate me, you goobers. And Mutton here, still making loot jokes. Checking back on the roster here. Still have 2 VIPs alive. Another grenade throw. Again, it is short. Oh, he threw an explosive charge. Tries to catch Nemesis, falling Oddball down to 2v1, but is unable to get away. Green 4 down to 6. Blue 4 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, still 9 or 10. Cats killing Gates there. Again, the FAMAS. That fire rate is indistinguishable. You can't discount it. Both sides just ran out of ammo there. Both are reloading. Bates caught in a flanking shot there. Freeze note knocked out right there from that fight with Hearts here. Grenade might pen, but he pulls away. Funny is, he's got a friendly in this building right here, taking a lot of grenades in there. There's the double tap. Naps is gonna run around though, gets him on the rear with that 416. You know, Corporal, I did too. I did too. Naf's getting a great drop on that one guy there. Now there's 2 Green 4 remaining that are just being harassed. Nemesis trying to fire. Oh, Schult with the noob tube. You gotta love it. Revanche, I'm not even gonna read it anymore. Thank you for the 5 bits. Thank you for the for the nickel. Thank you for the freaking nickel. It is now 2 versus 2, 4, 6. 3-1 advantage. Only 2 of those infantry need to be killed, though. Azariah and Cats. Will Scandy pull the W? Or will Schultz continue to noob tube? This round's gone to 30 minutes. Probably be over in the next 5. Ender goes down. Looks like Nas found Boy over there and took him out. Or no, it might have been flanking fire from Ash right here because it sounded like a machine gun. Yep. So that was the mini-me. Grenade goes nearby. It is now a 1 versus 5. No, 1 versus 6. Fuck, I keep miscounting Blue Force bodies. I think that's because Ender woke up, actually. Tizo woke back up. Breaches, takes Cullis out. But Azariah, kick flip right there. Jolt, I think, just tried to fire. Ender popping a smoke grenade in here. There's the noob tube. Wasn't able to get it in the building, though. Azariah knows, so he's immediately trying to run away. Will Ender come up and save the day? There goes Cullis. Naps dodging on the other window. Wow! Wow, that trade! That's GG. All green four's dead. Blue four have won. Very, very close, admittedly. All right, guys, so we're still going to have one round. The third and final round before we switch over to Dark Side. This should all be over, hopefully, by the top of the hour. Well, thank you for watching. Don, thank you for paying out the prediction. We're going to see what the next mission transfers over to, and then I will write up my commands. Great round, though. Again, very close rounds tonight so far. Even some major upsets. This is sustained assault, so it doesn't matter. So we'll see how things go. Shut up, what's that? I don't know, Don, and it's starting to scare me. Yes, Darktide does have Twitch integration, but it doesn't kick off till the 29th. But I already linked my account. So if it does and something comes up, we'll see. But, yeah, c'est la vie. All right, Lingor. Let's see. Trying to think of another song I want to do here. Let's do Bridge on the River. Excellent. Map's gonna be Lingor. This is round 3. And what are our details for round 3? Blue 4 is attacking 3 Op 4 objectives. Blue 4 has an 8% numbers advantage. A Huey gunship, an AAVP, APC, a 1043A2, which is, I think a transport truck. That's a lot of assets there. So a Huey... What does Op 4 have? BTR-72 UAZ Dishkas. Okay. Mission command updated. And I'll be back in a second. I am going to get some water.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Edit the title because we're down to a small group of players now, just below 80. We'll see how things go. So how is everyone's evening as we transfer to our final round of FNF? Hopefully it'll start quickly, but I know FNF does like to take some time, but what is on everyone's mind here? Shark, don't worry if it crashes randomly. Dark Tide, I mean, I have crashed. I've crashed randomly a few times. I've crashed by getting trapper netted. I've crashed by getting grabbed by a mutant. I've crashed by getting pounced by a hound once. I crashed by getting bitch slapped by a plague ogre and flying off the map. I've crashed once or twice before the boss fights for assassination missions. I have also randomly crashed in the lobby. Actually, no, it wasn't random. I've crashed at least 2, maybe 3 times by just going up and checking my requisitions. Actually, let me walk that back. Basically, getting new gear from the merchant on the far left. Because I think requisition might be the contracts. People might get misconstrued. But, yeah. There's a lot of crashing. There's also been a lot of crashes that have been fixed. So, you know. You know what? Blackheart, you're right. I don't. Never mind. Thank you. Perfect. I just saw my friend kill one guy with a grenade launcher. Yes, there were quite a few noob tubes in that round. It was pretty good. I will say, yes, the game is a lot more stable now since originally coming out at the beginning of the open beta. Not counting the closed beta that was a month ago. That was also messy in its own right. But still, it's got a little ways to go. But again, this is all early access and testing. So, you know. I guess I have, King, and I guess I should stop asking. Though, yeah, the latest OBS update, I mean, apparently it's blue screened you. Whew. For me, it completely fucked my OBS, which is why I spent this morning setting up a bunch of new settings, tested Daisy. It looks like the Arma 3 stream's fine, so we'll test Dark Tide again, and we'll see if it's still laggy, because at that point, I don't freaking know. But hey, you know, we can try. Natty, thanks for...
6.
Oh, you gifted 3 months of Tier 1 to Shark. Nice. I we both keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Both of you. That's why I do love this community. You guys are a lot of sub-Santas out there, and I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the emotes. Hope you enjoy the ad-free viewing that Twitch likes to hoist down on all of us. Good God. Anyway, guys, I'm planning this weekend to finish up a lot of the editing and front logging I need to do. I'm still trying to debate how I'm going to front log the main channel. But I've got like 30 or 40 highlight videos ready to front log, so that's nice. And then after that, I want to finish up the Fallout New Vegas playthrough so I can then purely focus on Dark Tide, but I also want to focus on Destroy All Humans too. That's my go-to game. That should be fun. This is your gift as well, Natty, because now you don't have to read about him complaining about ads. Look at that. Get yourself a gift. That's funny. That's like the perfect level of passive aggressiveness, too. My God. I'll give you that one, though. That was pretty damn funny. One second. hit ads in my YouTube. If you hit the button, this has always worked for me. You can either get an ad blocker, or if you hit the button on the bottom left of the viewing window, that has the arrow pointing right in the line that makes it go to the next video. If you hit that button and then within 2 seconds hit the back button or do the shortcut key to go back a page, it, I would say 9 out of 10 times skips the ad. I've had 1 or 2 occasions where it hasn't, but 9 out of 10 times it skips the ad. And that's what I've been doing for years. Even on my own content. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Ever since YouTube's been, you know, throttling the hell out of me. Not really a source of my income anymore. Yeah, do whatever you want. Go nuts. That's some awesome knowledge there. Yeah, I randomly discovered it too because I misclicked. Like, this was like 2 or 3 years ago. I randomly misclicked and skipped ahead and like, ah, fuck. So I hit the back page. And this was as I was starting a video because I dragged my hand down, accidentally clicked. And I noticed that the ad disappeared. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I went to another video and tested again, and sure enough, it worked. Oh, a lot of people are getting screwed by YouTube bullshit. People are always getting screwed by YouTube bullshit. You don't hear about them, though, because how else are you going to hear about them? Because they're getting throttled everywhere. No, ever since the throttling back in, like, 2018, I've reached out and talked with a lot of channels that are also even partnered like me. You know, they have a silver play button, even a freaking gold play button, but YouTube's throttled the fuck out of them. So screw YouTube. What can you do? Now, by the way, that trick only works on a desktop. It does not work on Xbox. It does not work on mobile. I've tested it. Mobile, it doesn't let you go fast enough. Ironically, though, that's off on mobile's app. If you actually open a YouTube browser page and you do the method I just said, it works. But on their app, it doesn't work. Because that shit's built in. I don't know. There's a rumor about YouTube potentially being bought, Disney potentially being bought. We'll just wait till you see it. Who knows? I'm just here to Zeus shit. But anyway. Again, I'm not here to grow any larger. I'm here just to have fun. Provide content for you guys. And find creative ways to monetize it that don't seem like I'm outright selling myself out. Even though some of it is, I'm outright selling myself out. But it's in a fun way that you all enjoy. So, yeah, I'm fine here. Revanche, with all the perverted things you've said, I don't even trust you to... Yep, never mind. Ayo. So that's why they have the AAVP. They're going to potentially do an amphibious crossing here. They're fighting a Scud launcher base up here on the northern side. On the map of Lingor. Y'all are just perverts in chat. Alright, well, we'll see how this plays out. Don's already put a prediction for round 3. I appreciate it, Don. Thank you. And we'll see how things go. Thinking after Darktide tonight, I might go back for a little more DayZ, but we'll see how things go. Oh yeah, life is short, so enjoy things while you can, or while you can and where you can. Make peace with your demons. I've done that. It's hard, but you can eventually get through it. You can eventually forgive yourself for all the atrocities you might have committed. It's all up to you. do my best not to break anyone else's heart, and go from there. There you go. You finally get some of me actually trauma sharing out of all the bullshit that happened in DayZ today. But anyway, let's do this round. Scud launcher, and then 2 Scud launch computers in that base. Cool. All right. Those are 3 destroy objectives, and we'll see how things go. Yeah. Power move. Seduce your demons. Yeah. Bro, Revanche, I will more than happily keep breaking your heart. Definitely. Yes, you can, Shark. That's what religion's based off of. As long as you repent, and you're fine. Okay, I don't want to have that conversation. That might actually piss people off. But if you read the fine print... Anyway, I'm sure this round will get started soon. Yes, network. That is how it works. But hey, after you run into something multiple times, you might learn to finally appreciate and enjoy it while you have it. And although you might have to let it slip through your grasp, the memories of you enjoying it, appreciating it, and how you grew as a person, how someone else might have grown as a person involved, you can carry that for the rest of your life and enjoy it. But anyway, let's get to round 3. Anyway, speaking of trauma, here's the greatest trauma known to man. And like that, the server starts. Excellent. All right, round 3. Let's go. Mission info. This one made by Eric and Dexter. Background. Blue 4 claimed almost all of Lingor, yet Op 4 resistance is still present on the northern peninsula. Because they are driven to despair, the chances are big that they will use the last Scud rocket. Blue 4 needs to destroy the Scud, destroy the launcher before time runs out. Op 4 has to defend the Scud rocket and the launch code computer. There's 2 though. If they succeed, the Scud rocket will be launched at the capital of Lingor. Nice. Area open, large open terrain with some hills and foliage for the area of operations. Notes, AAVP is difficult to handle when switching from land to water. Figures. Land rules, Op 4 during and after safe start, Op 4 may drive the second objective Scud. Warning, be aware, driving the Scud outside the search area will create a new search area around its position. That's cool. The Scud may not be fired during the mission, which it's a 3 CBS and I don't think you can even fire it. But anyway, so you got a mobile objective and 2 laptop computers. Interesting. Only one thing needs to survive for them to win, which is kind of funny because if the launcher gets destroyed, then it negates it. But anyway, that's just the lore. Both sides for medium anti-tank have 2 launchers per. Blue 4 is going to be modern American Marine camouflage. Their weaponry is going to consist of SCAR Mark 17s and Mark 18s, SCAR Ls, and SCAR Hs. No, that's a lie. Let me look at Blue 4 real quick, because I can't actually tell. I think it's actually only a SCAR L and a 416.
You're gonna be here with
but
us.
having a quick look here.
Check, check, check.
So what you
Nope, they have SCAR H's because of the way that magazine is shaped. So they have a choice of 5.56 or 7.62x5.1 ammunition. Interesting. Otherwise, Glock 17s as their secondaries, M249s for the light machine gunners, M240 Gulfs for the medium machine gunners, light anti-tank gunners get the M136, crew and aviation get a choice of the MP7 submachine gun or the Mark 18 Mod 1. Nothing on crew serve weapons, assets. They have a rescue boat, 10 assault boats, 5 transport trucks, an AAVP APC that can carry 16 plus people, speedboat minigun, a UH-1H, aka a Huey helicopter with 1,000 rounds on the door gun for either side, transport truck with an M2 or a Humvee with an M2. Interesting choices there. Op 4, meanwhile, are your modern Separatist Cossack forces. Their loadouts are going to be modernized AK-74s with a choice of Western and Eastern optics, Eastern from the UK model, Western from the Zentico model, or an AKS if they really want to meme. MP443s for their secondaries, RPKs for the light machine gunners, PKPs for the medium machine gunners, RPG 7v2s for the light anti-tank gunners, PP2000 or an AKS for their crew or aviation units. Otherwise, their vehicles include a Scud launcher, which is the main objective, 4 transport UAZs, 4 additional transport UAZs of a different type, 4 gas transports, a motorcycle, 2 different models of motorcycle actually, a BTR-70 and 2 UAZ Dishka cars. Awesome. Looking over at our roster here, we got Kabubi commanding for Blue 4, Friesno being his 2IC, White being the 3IC, Steve being the group's medic, Ash being Bravo lead. There's no Alpha, interesting, with Major Khan being the marksman with a Mark 11, Eric being Bravo 1's lead with Alexander, Gusty Crocodile, Wheaton Agent, and Green Shade under him, NASA being Bravo 2's group with Wombat, Pogo _ Ivno, Dying Bush, and Solace under him. Kazuo leading Delta with Zentric under him, Delta 1 being led by Ellie with Duke, Mogsy, Danberg, and Towner, new guys from the 14th have been doing quite well. Cass leading Delta 2 with Gabian, Max, Cullis, and Pertin under him. Echo being led by Nemesis, so Iander can get the medium anti-tank with Nimia and Azariah being the assistants. Gamma 1, which is going to be the AAVP, is going to be Yanni, Nafs, and Bayant together. Pierce leading the helicopter crew with Reese and Clates for the Huey. Otherwise, Korvac commanding for Up 4. Depso leading Alpha with Tymek as his 2IC, Sam, Rufy, Reapers, Kiri, and Olaf and Twins under him. Looks like they merged Alpha 1 with Alpha, which is why you have an additional team lead slot right there. Khalil leading Charlie with Renly taking the marksman rifle, which is going to be an SVD. Charlie 1 being led by Heartsy with Hayes, Lowboy, Toxic, and Rodrig under him. Charlie 2 being led by Pro Hunter with Gogu, and with the balls, Camred, Crazy, and Solomons under him. Delta being led by Norris with Volk as the squad's medic. Nielsen leading Delta 1 with Harrison, Cizoe, Boy, and Bates under him. Echo, the Mat crew, medium anti-tank, has Wise leading with Holton as the gunner, with Lurch and Waldo being assistants, and then Vagrant leading the Gamma crew with Chult and Casey. They are going to be the BTR-70 crew. Looking over at the AO here, you've got one launch laptop right there, one launch laptop right there. With it being a search and destroy mission, Blue 4 doesn't know where these items are specifically in the AO. They only have this AO here, and then this AO right here to indicate where it could be. And then you have the Scud launcher just right here, ready to go. Awesome. In terms of where they could hide it, though, there's not a lot of good areas they can stash that piece, but they could vary it up. We can see. But Op 4 normally can just hold the choke point here, but because Blue 4 is amphibious, Blue 4 can really just attack from any angle in particular. I'm trying to figure out where their boats have spawned. Okay. So where the boats are, speedboat minigun, that's only half of the rubber dinghy boats, so I'm trying to see if there's any other position where they might have spawned. It might just be over at this area here, because I thought they had 10 rubber dinghies. Okay, no, they're over here, so that's an additional 4. So that is what they have. You got the AAVP right here. It does have a GMG right there, but I think that has been replaced with a 7.62 instead because, excuse me, FNF does not do autocannons or grenade machine guns.
Is this the right place?
I don't see it on the map. What are you doing?
He's in side channel, booby.
They have good AKs, Shark. The M74 modernized is a pretty good one. Not forced to defend their last. I'm not even going to read that revanche, you fucking pervert.
Yo, come on.
Can you guys quiet up so we can hear?
It's the engineer for you.
Yes. Keep talking.
Engineer?
Yeah.
I think using this as a flank would work, but I think the main plan should be that we attack like this. Like what I've marked on the map already.
We should set up here.
We should have a small,
and then move in here.
our smallest
that's what I'm talking about.
This way, so you don't have to move up
Basically,
here,
you're
but
going to be
down
going in
here
the
and then up.
helicopter, okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
You're probably going to drop your
Try
chest
From there, I don't know if we can go over there. Maybe we have to use the bridge. Let's see. And then just dismount there, and then so you do the plan as I said. If you want to have one team flanking, I don't know who should do it. Which is the smallest team we have?
Echo.
Okay, so
Yeah, but Echo should be for the Scud.
Commander should run with Echo.
So I just got some messaging for how the 220 player event's going to go down on Sunday at 10 a.m.
I'll mark Echo's area, like in dismount area with this with red.
do you want the engineer on your channel?
That'd be good, yeah.
Just use the heli to spot where the fucking Scud is.
Okay, Dimbish. Join on the pilot and then go to 73.1, was it?
Will it be fine for Echo to flank from up here
Good
with
luck,
boats.
English. Good luck.
The thing is, they're gonna be watching
Best
that.
plan
They're
is
not gonna-
moving
take
here as we
your-
got
can
the
I
high
take your
ground.
Yeah, so
here.
they're talking
Moving
about
with you.
landing on the
Girl
southern
will
side
start
there.
Moving towards you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's also what I think. By
God damn it, Ravon, she can put 5 bits or 100 bits.
Not good.
Goober.
If we move up
73
here, they
decimal.
can't move up to the west, and they will be cut off here, and will be in this.
But it's like this
inland
is
here.
all open field,
You know
right?
what?
So if they move up from
Yeah,
the
but
west, we will see them
Hold on.
really early.
Yeah, that's why this is better, because you got the low ground and you got the hills here to move in.
I'm
on.
just trying to tell
Here's-
command what to do.
Here's, come here. Come here, dude.
Yes.
Booby. Booby, hold on a second.
Yes.
Where you want Echo to go?
We hear you. We hear you.
Do you think?
Relax. Relax. There's a lot of idiots throwing.
I actually don't know what we do with Echo.
You guys want as well?
Because, like,
Find a lorry.
I think
Okay,
we're
so-
always going south.
I can put them in.
Get all of you into
You have
a
MGs
vehicle.
on it, right? Not miniguns?
Them isn't command though. He's trying to
We're probably
recommend
not
where
gonna be
command
going down
does.
to the ground.
Falcon doesn't really play
If you
Arma
wanna
anymore.
do
He
like
definitely
a
doesn't play Arma
line
3
up
PvP anymore because he's been abused quite a bit in both
But other than
FNF
that,
and
I don't think
OSCRA.
we should get too close.
Because he lone wolves, but a lot of other people lone
What is
wolf. But
this?
because Falcon's really good at it,
There, Steve.
that gets him in trouble.
But just taking on arm for the moment.
Okay. Echo. All right.
Shut up, Ravon.
So
Just go get
let
your
me
food.
mark this a bit better, real quick.
Yes.
So Delta needs to push.
I'm not
here.
doing a maid outfit for 50. No. God damn it.
Delta push to hill. So are we following the
How
road or
much
we
for the
going
maid
on road?
outfit?
We're going to follow the rope. We are going to use the details. We are not going to use the
Okay, here's the big problem with the road.
Let me go
They
through
know we're not
Cyber
gonna use
Monday
boats
and
because
see
they're-
how much I spent, and
Okay.
I'll
Doesn't
get back to you.
They could still expect us to
It
use
does
boats. They
matter.
could still have
Wear the
people
heart
out here.
monitor
don't
TBA,
know.
because
That is
Eh.
true, but it still doesn't. Yeah,
Technically, it doesn't matter. They cannot leave their safe zone before the rain starts. So what the fuck?
that is true.
They cannot.
If they push down here, we can have the fight here. We got the better ground because
Right,
they will be in
okay.
the open,
Yeah,
and we can
do.
move
Can I
up
go
there.
get my? Can I
So
go get my
I am gonna
helicopter now?
say they're gonna send
I need to
people
go get
here
my
as
heli.
fast as possible. I'm gonna say that now.
they could
If
completely
anything,
reroute
push
the
Echo up
objective
here
into
first, and we can go
Gatoro.
move
That would
back
be
up and
interesting.
behind you.
We'll see what they do.
4 minutes.
Yes.
If you're putting anyone in the helicopter, I'm going now.
You can go.
I have radio channels. I have no idea.
We are faster by
No. Echo's going to come with us. Steve.
Control P. Yeah?
the vehicles are about.
Guys,
Just because Barb did doesn't mean I'll do it, Goober.
It's C2 73.1.
All right. Where's
Yeah,
You also have your golf unit.
how many hands in the pot
Come-
do we
come
have
over
right
here.
now? Because
Johnny,
there's like
come
4
over here.
people drawing on the
The
map.
problem is, we are going
Do
to
we have a
to
Charlie
south
squad?
and south, and I feel like you guys are literally like out in the open there, and when their BTR sees you, you're just dying.
Godspeed.
Idea, Kabui and Yanni,
Yes.
moving him up here on this hill here, where you can
Mhm.
provide fire back to the
It's
Echo and
there,
we'll
we
hit
don't
it
have
with
enough.
them.
There's not enough view.
You think you can
distance
do
for
that?
Well, actually, let's challenge that real quick. View distance is set to 900 meters. Overwatching that area from, let's say, right here. Even then, the terrain is higher. This is at 0.25, and that's up to 29.
All in
so
on blue 4.
not too much. Natty all in on blue 4? Righto. I want to see what those numbers are, but he's right for the wrong reasons, but render distance-wise, I think you'd be able to see it, but again, it's because the ridge is right there. But let's see, Scud-wise, where could they hide this Scud? They could keep it in this AO, they can move it into that shack and be fine. Numbers 190, I'm assuming, on Blue 4 versus 80 on Op 4. Interesting. They could hide it in this shack in here, because the objective needs to be sniped from range. They could just try to drive it around, cross it right here, and then get it to the town of Gator. That would be really funny if they were to pull something like that. They could wedge it partially in this garage. They could hide it in those 2 garages. They could hide it on the northern side and hope it doesn't get sniped. But when you're fighting against assets with helicopters and enough fire will shoot the engine out, you gotta be really specific on where you hide that damn thing. There's not a lot of places to actually hide it, so Op 4 is very limited in that regard. 190k versus 81k. Jeez, near 2-to-1 odds. Helicopter is back here. They have a fourth man in there. That would be someone randomly from Bravo. So I don't know if all of Bravo's going to mount up in there, if we're just going to stay in there as a marksman and try to snipe from a stabilized position, which we've seen done in OCR and FNF in the past. Otherwise, it looks like Blue 4 is going to pick the ground convoy approach in. Wonder if Op 4 is going to try to rush down and hold that bridge. That BTR, I mean, it's a straight shot. It might actually be able to come down right here and cover the bridge itself, because Blue 4 have a bit of a windy road to follow to get there and a bit of a river crossing to slow their speed. So I think I'm going to put my camera right here so we can watch what both sides do. More bets going up on Blue 4 too. One minute remaining. I mean, beyond this, though, I don't really have any predictions because... It's just going to be all about Op 4 trying to hold any choke points if they find out Blue 4 is just going in via foot and land convoys. I think Blue 4 could have instead utilized boats to bypass these obvious choke points, but... I don't know, maybe Op 4 will dynamically move their forces up once they realize Blue 4 is only trying to convoy in. So, who knows? Send it to orbit so they can't get it. Yeah, if they want the Scud missile, just shoot it in the sky. They won't be able to get it then. Good God. Wow, what a Giga Chad move. You're absolutely right. The round starting. So you see the BTR coming down. It's actually going to go for the hill instead. You got a transport truck coming down as well. Blue 4's ground convoy might actually be able to get past the bridge then at that point. Can they use the missile? I still think the 3CB Scud launcher isn't able to fire its missile. That's a really good Everett question. He's one of the 3CB devs that occasionally drops by, but haven't seen him on tonight. Okay, so what we have over here... Yeah, they can't fire the missile. Yeah. So they're trying to put the BTR up here to overwatch any naval forces. So I think Op 4 is set that Blue 4 is going to try to go in via the water, but Blue 4 is just going to move their entire force in the ground convoy, which is the safer option. But that's a shame. The BTR could have, you know, locked down this bridge entirely on its own. And yeah, that's what I was saying, Mal. The asset itself from 3CB doesn't allow for it. Here he's now flying overhead.
Well, there's some...
I think we just heard a bad frag over here.
Oh yeah, I did.
Who has the AT? Oh, he's all the way over here.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Oh my God! Oh! Oh my God! Oh no! You hear them laughing because they know how screwed they are. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm impressed Reaper survived that mag dump. Russian armor bias. Holy shit. So, what were those numbers again? What were those bets? How much on what side and how much on which side? Because this is, ooh. Holy crap. You had an aircraft, too, that could have reconned the route, which I find even more hilarious. This is what they call balls to the wall. 70-30 split. Blue 4 to Op 4, and Blue 4 just got really badly scuffed right there. And then you got the BTR up here suppressing. We were counting down in the truck when we thought we were about to die. You were 3 seconds off. Dookie, my man, I'm sorry to hear that. They're faking out the BTR with the 240 Bravo, though, making it think it's a 50 cal that'll actually hurt it. That vehicle just got oofed there. You got the wheels down on it. Seismo's still up here picking off who he can. But yeah, Op4 is definitely trying to retreat, but after... Look at the skull count. They only suffered 2 KIA right there, a third one right here, but that was... Looks like to their own negligence. How the hell did you pull that one off? Meanwhile, Blue 4... A lot of dudes. Wombat just got killed as well by Seismo. This entire group wiped. 2IC is dead. Which, also he wasn't in combat. Oh no, he was in this Humvee, so maybe he got picked off there. But still, that's a lot of Blue 4 down. Yeah, Danberg, for a good 5 minutes. The rush, man, it sometimes blows up in your face. Op4 actually resending their forces now to the south to try to hold this hill. Now they're coming around on the flank here. Yeah, I mean, Blue 4 could still turn it around, but they've suffered quite a bit here. You got the marksman now, Sam. Oh, man, Seismo coming around. They're putting pressure on some Scandia Recon players here. This is Gabian. Yeah, 240 Gulf high ground at close range does not work well there. NASA also counterattacking. Sammy's looking in the direction where his buddy died. NASA trying to get the headshot, but Sam's able to pull back behind cover.
It is west-southwest.
That could hurt NASA. Olaf now trying to hit Mogsy here as Mogsy engages Sam. But Mogsy, I think, was taken out by Olaf. Olaf on 5 kills, man. Grenade being thrown down. Little bit of red on red here before Olaf realizes he's a friendly. No, he's double tapping the body, that's why. Whew. Something just exploded to the north. The helicopter tried dropping satchels and... What the hell did I just witness? Okay. Well, that happened. Pierce went flying. Man wanted to go into space, yeah. Wonder if Dying Bush has any demo left, though, because I think he threw all of his satchels out there. Lurch is the only one still defending this area, but now you got a UAZ Dishka coming around. Dying Bush is now dying. Interesting. So Blue 4 went for a Hail Mary. And now you got the BTR went over to pick up the crew of this vehicle. Going to see if that BTR is going to shoot its own buddy right there and kill him off. GL, I think, went high. No, it was a flare round. That's cute. Real master plan by Blue 4. Yep. Now, Blue 4 has stolen the Scud launcher, and he just knocked himself out. He knocked the wall over and he knocked himself out. That is... That's a new one. That's definitely a new one. He had the potential to steal it and drive away, but... Okay. Okay. He hit the wall. I'm not going to question it. Nah, he's gonna enjoy his little nap. At least his head's not against the wheel and, you know, honking the horn. That would get annoying, right? Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a lawn stragglers round, that's for sure. That plan was interesting. Yeah, there was a lot of rushing. Didn't really work out. This is what kind of bugs me, is if you have a helicopter, you can just have the helicopter scout the route. And if they see vehicles on a hilltop right in front of where you plan to dismount, they could say something instead of just rushing in. Lurch, finish him. Excellent. But no, this is what we get. Some pretty funny highlights, though. And some pretty big messes. Transport UAZ just had its engine sniped out and some wheels, so a little counter ambush going.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Anyone badly hurt?
Now you got Blue 4 coming down here. You can hear the AAVP moving north.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Ooh, Ivno's got a marksman rifle. No, that's the Scar H, I think. Yeah, just the heaviness of it. Oh, Ivno gets blown away by a PKP. No, that was only an AK. My bad. Harrison finds a grenade. NASA finds a grenade. Wow, Blue 4's getting knocked out over here. Free heli for off. I wonder if they're actually going to steal the heli. That would be hilarious. I'm going to lie to you guys and say Blue 4 still has a pretty decent shot at this. But then again, with Op Force positioning, Blue 4 just might, actually. Considering the numbers lost on Alpha up there, too. It's still Blue 4 has the potential to win this. For those of you that bet on Blue 4, your man Tizoy Boy here will make sure that Op 4 loses the firefight. Order your money back. Get it from him. Jesus freaking Christ. You gotta love it when people don't know who's ahead of who and someone throws a grenade and smacks everyone. You're right, it really is an FNF unless there is blue on blue. I gotta love Norris's flank up here, though. NASA woke up and pulled back, but now he's down. Pogo getting flanked by Norris. That's his 4th kill. Gabian's got the 240s coming around. He's very angry. He's gonna bipod it. Nail Nielsen in the face. It looks like Saul's got Norris there. Smoke grenade went up. I guess that was the wrong grenade for Gabian to throw. Ooh, now he is taking some marksman fire. I'd love to see Echo with the medium anti-tank set up and snipe the freaking Scud launcher as they're trying to back it away into some cover now, though, which is smart.
General position bearing 200.
They can hear you.
Northwest, northwest.
I threw white smoke from my position. White smoke. Alpha, reference white smoke at EI here marker. About 3 men.
Wow. Ooh. Oh, blue on blue. Look at that. Major Khan is shooting everyone on this rock. Because Major Khan is dead. Okay. Well, wonderful little... Yeah. Okay. When you shoot, your teammates refuse to elaborate and then die? Ooh, wait. Steve and Vagrant are back. Now, who's going to beat who first? Wow. I didn't even see a bullet hit Vagrant, but you know what? That doesn't matter. For Major Khan, that is indeed a major fuck up. Yes, Nielsen got the kill on Gabian, or he got sniped by the rear line, but yeah, Blue Force chances of winning are slipping further and further away. There they go, driving away. So here's the AAVP pushing up. And the Scud got sniped by a UAZ driving into it or something. I don't fucking know. And there goes the AAVP driving off on its own and getting hit by AT fire. Yep. Arma destroyed the objective. Ah, yes, the brave crewmen fighting while under fire and on fire. There's a lot of fire going on. You know, I'd be screaming like that too. And the Humvee, of course, doesn't want to feel left out. And they found a rock. It was literally the only rock in the way. Okay. It's okay, guys. The player base still got it. Lurch now trying to get the headshot on Ash. But the 50 cal has some other ideas. Ooh, grenades. A lot of grenades. Oh, but Lurch has his own grenade and literally throws the crewman around. Oh, that's devious. It rolled under the track. So this is the last vehicle, and that's only Echo up there. Echo might try to go around and snipe the objective. They got a BTR next to him. You think Scandy Recon's going to be able to clutch, guys? Anything's possible. Clutch your kick. 50 cal's gonna start engaging the BTR. 50 cal can pen and kill crewmen. But now the BTR is gonna hold still. Will I enter the AT guide? I didn't even have to finish. We knew he was gonna fucking hit it. Like, goddamn. Yeah. Is it even a question? Here's the concerning part. There's only 2 defenders at the final objective. AT just got launched up and hit the Humvee. Lord, what are you talking about? Scandy's the only group really alive at this point. They're within striking range of the objective. They could theoretically sneak in. This is still anyone's game, but if Op 4 wises up and folds everything back to the final objective, I think they'll win, but Scandy could sneak in. Because everyone's focused on the 2 Bravo survivors. But if Scandy takes too wide of a berth, they won't be able to make it in. Oh my god, Revanche. Why? Why are you all so horny? Oh my god. Y'all. Yeah, we need it. Blue 4, there's no easy way to push up to that AO. They're just going to have to risk it. Best way to do it would be coming in from this forested area and moving in, utilizing those forests to block the line of sight.
Are you sure they're on sleep? I'm not seeing anything. Do you guys see something on sleep from your position?
I honestly think they're going to get engaged and eliminated, and these guys are going to take too long to move in. That's my guess. Here's the thing, though. If these guys then fold into the AO, Op 4 is going to fold everything into their defensive line and ruin the chances of that group from getting in. Repair the heli. Oh my god, please. He's actually... Oh my god, that'll be pretty funny if Op 4 steals the heli. He's using the scope to recon. Someone tried to join in with Epoch mods on. That's cute. The Chad. So I got Nemesis running up on his own to try to sneak in. That's hilarious.
You move up here.
So yeah, these guys running into distraction, causing Op 4 to pull all their forces in. I don't think they're communicating, but this group could still sneak in and win, but I think it's just going to be too slow all around. Scandy's going to play this a little too cautiously, which is fine. I mean, I'm not faulting them for that, because in this situation, you have to be cautious. But, you know, the Zeus interface is 2020 in its sight. think he is going to move his people up. He's got Iander on Overwatch with the AT. Yeah, these two are getting hunted down like dogs. Depso's going to flank. There's Ash getting knocked out. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Overwatch doesn't matter. All right, that's a cute one for MAT. I appreciate that level of humor. Wait a minute. That's pretty damn funny.
That's friendly still.
That's Holton sniper.
Yeah.
I can tell with
I checked on the map. Weird.
Oh my god, please, guys. Please.
Fighting.
Blue 4 could still win this.
Looks like they're surrounding EI.
I'm not sure. I'm watching me and Crazy are watching some echo movement northwest. Sorry. So watch your fire. Don't watch that. Just watch southwest.
Oh my god.
That might be the last of the enemy then.
The Scandi recon slip.
Closing in on him. You can see he just marked him and now he's attacking.
They should be able to deal with this unless they all get wiped in one.
They could simultaneously kill both computers, though. Oh my god, Nemesis, you monster! Oh my god! Now Op 4's rushing in. Now they just gotta find the other one. Can they get out of there? Azariah getting gunned down. It's not GG yet. Op 4's rushing back. Nemesis immediately going defensive. They're not playing the objective. They had a chance, but they freaked out because of the tripwire flares. Play the objective. You need to play the objective right now if you have any fucking chance. Oh, no. Azariah just checked that one. Nemesis covering on Overwatch. Was able to get one of them. Oh, this sucks because it's right there. Iander on Matt. Iander, it's an innocent chopper, please. Iander. Iander. It missed! Oh, he lifted up last second! Azariah goes down from the helicopter. Nemesis desperately looking for this final objective, but it's in the one thing they didn't check. Matt once again misses. Oh. Azariah taking more fire as now Op 4's pulling in as once again hit. The chopper finally goes down to the medium anti-tank. What? What? What did... Oh, no.
did.
bro.
Best
Echo team for the
Scan
fucking
the holy
win.
shit.
GG, boy.
Echo with the clutch. Echo
The
team
rumors
for
of
the
Scandi.
fucking win.
Man, all I
The
can say
rumors
is I did my part. The rumors
What
of
happened?
Scandi's fault-like failures have been greatly exaggerated.
Well, to be fair, it was Rodwig who threw that satchel, so.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Nemesis.
mean,
Nemesis.
someone-
Was it you,
Nemesis,
Nemesis?
nice
Did you
throw,
do that?
dude. Nice throw.
Yeah, that nade.
Johnny,
was
that was
Echo
the
for
fucking
the
unceremonious
fucking
death you
win,
got, bro. I'm sorry.
The both
you
of
for
those
the win.
computers were taken out by their defenders. Like the
Major
spray
L
on
from
the
Op
top
4
of the
right
hill
there.
killed
That
the
is
first
pathetic.
computer.
Oh well.
Fuck yes.
What the actual hell did we just witness? I'm stopping the recording.